Hello, hello. We're back. 4 trails through Daybreak. This time with ads, unfortunately. But hopefully that removes patrol. I'll find out. Okay, so we're in the finale chapter.
Confirming schedule.
I think we have these to do. So we're gonna do Jack and Hal, the Ren, I think. This one maybe. Do Jack's side hustle. I will pause while ads are going so that you don't miss anything. There he is. Like Jack's got business with you, mind. This isn't what you promised, old man. Promised? No, I'm sorry. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. I never promised you anything, you see. What's up? You got a problem? Oh, hey, Van. You actually came, huh? Wow, there's a lot of fucking notifications for ads starting. Dear God. Yeah, just a little concerned about you is all. What happened? I asked this guy to reserve a certain 10 mirror coin for me on the off chance he came across it so I could buy it off him. Instead, he went behind my back and pawned it off to somebody else. 10 mirror coin? It's got you worked up over it. But in the business, we call an error coin, a misprint, if you will. Not only are the portrait and text flipped, but the copper is the wrong color too. There's a slight silver hue to it. Little mistakes are 1 in 10,000, if not rare. 30,000 mirror per coin is quite common. But that's not all that can inflate the value of these, no sir. Owner history plays a part too, and a previous owner, as infamous as this coins, can bump the value even higher, 50,000 by my estimate. Damn, 50,000 mirror for a little coin? Must have had one hell of a past life to command that kind of money. Ad time! I'll have to get used to this. Ads start. It would tell me that the ads were running. So, we have 1 minute. 1 minute of ads, I think. So I have to do 3 minutes of ads hour. We'll just do it this way. Okay, we got the ad out of the way. Damn right it did. I take it you know about my mentor and my greatest rival? Of course I do. King himself, ain't it? Hal's an old man. Right, then you probably know he's not around anymore. There's a reason for that. I was a dumb little shit when I was younger. Cocky ass got him killed. Damn, dude, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to dig up all that baggage. Well, now you know. Anyway, I'm sure you're putting two together. That coin we're arguing over used to belong to him. After he died, the coin disappeared. I had no idea where it went. Until yours truly happened upon it. Jack offered 100,000 mirror for that little coin, and at the time I was more than happy to give it to him. Unfortunately, another customer beat him to the punch with an 105,000 mirror offer. Poor Jack was just minutes too late. It really was nothing personal. I was just doing as a businessman does and taking a better offer. Give me a break. Just told me somebody had put it in a counteroffer, I would have put up more money too. That is a little odd that you didn't do that this time. I know how much you like to ring people for every merit they're worth. So who's the moneybags who ran off with the coin? If you want to know, you'll have to go straight to the source. So happens the buyer left a note to pass on to Jack. It says quite plainly, if you'd like the coin back, come to Kayunj. Hey, you couldn't just sell the damn coin to them, you had to help them antagonize me too. Thanks, Yamai. Every now and again, someone comes out of the woodwork trying to pick a fight with me. Got it out for me this time, though, I haven't a clue. I remember that pair of cheaters you had to deal with in Longport when we were in town. Sure ain't easy being famous, huh? Heading over there now, then? I think I'll tag along to see how it goes down. Sure, go ahead. Don't mind a company. Nope. I'm trying to use a leg rest to help my legs, and my legs are not resting. Need to just sit up properly. Oh, what are you doing here? Why do you think I'm here? I'm the one who bought the coin. Figured it was possible I might run into you. Oh, here you are, I guess. Yep, here I am. Good to see you, Van. I was originally planning having Mao officiate our little game. But if you're here, I'd be more than happy to have you do it. Sure, I can do that. Bit of a roundabout way to challenge someone to a game, though, don't you think? Yeah, but unless I go to that much trouble, Jack won't take it as seriously as he should. Just to reiterate, Jack, I want to play a game of poker with you. Winner keeps King's coin. Sound good to you? Game, you're on. Do you have any chance of winning against me? Need to ask, Jack? You're right, my bad. That was dumb. Alright, now with that settled, I'll have you hold on to the coin, Van. Every round, you'll flip that bad boy to determine who goes first. Heads, I'll go first. Tails, Jack goes first. I feel like I'm being given big responsibility running this match. I'll do my best to make you guys proud. So you'll do just fine, Van. We appreciate having you. Well, may the best hand win. Let's get down to business. Jack and Hal's game got underway as Van watched the proceedings on. After the pair exchanged 100,000 mira for 10 poker chips, they began to trade blows with each hand of cards. Once the match fully heated up, all the remaining chips were put on the line in a dramatic showdown. Really stepped up your game, Hal. I'm impressed. Truth be told, I didn't expect it to even last this long. Save it for when you win, Jack. This game ain't over till it's over. Got that right. You're freaking nuts. Not too many in Zamira can read each other's hands and bluff the way you can. Looks like the next hand's gonna be our grand finale. Sure seems like it. Keep up the good work, Van. No matter who goes first. Either way, your fate's already set. Well, here goes nothing. For the truth, which hand should I catch the coin with? I don't think it matters, but I'm catching it with my right hand. Heads, your move, Hal. After her. I don't think you're pulling that one on me, are you? Don't count your chickens before they hatch, is all I've got to say. Change 2 cards. Walk the walk, then. I'll also change 2 cards, and with that, I'll open. Wait, you gotta be shitting me. Supposed to be the one with 4 kings here. What are you talking about? That's my hand, silly. So it is. Another 4 of a kind. Tell me Hal set this all up, even your own hand? Sure did. King's whole specialty back in the day was taking control of the cards, including his opponent's own hand. Had to have mastered King's technique in order to play like that. I'm genuinely impressed. Ain't nothing to it. Wait. There's still 1 card you haven't opened. What could you possibly still have left? The game should be over. Not if I've got a wild card in my hand. That's exactly what I have. A 5 of a kind with jacks. Read 'em and weep. Sorry, Hal. I win. Not sure I follow you guys. Someone use Hal's own move against her? More or less, yeah. No way. How is that possible? Wonder all I like, but at the end of the day, they call you Victory Jack for a reason. I lost, and that's all there is to it. Time for me to pay the piper, I suppose. Coin's all yours, Jack. Here you are, Jack. Good game. Thanks. That was a fun one, to say the least. One more thing we need to settle before we head out. Now I'm giving you the coin. You're the one who should hold on to it. Huh? Jack, what are you doing? We agree that whoever won gets to keep the coin. You earned it. You shouldn't give it back to me. In fact, I want you to have it. There's nobody else I'd rather see it with than you. Seriously, take it. It's okay. Get it now. The whole match was just set up to give her the coin. For her to give the coin to him all along, wasn't it? Sorry, Hal, but I can't let you have your way on this one. If that coin was mine, then it'd be up to me to decide what to do with it. But if you're that determined to hoist the thing on me anyway, then there's only one thing you can do. Play you again. Play you again and win. That's right. That's how these things work in our world. Fine, if that's how you're going to be, you're on. Keep improving my skills, and then one of these days I'll beat you when you're playing your absolute hardest. Till then, you better not lose to anybody else but me, or your ass is grass. Deal? Deal. Man, you won't find another pair of gamblers like these anywhere else in Zemuria. Glad I got to see this little exchange today. That was neat. Promise made, Van proceeded to enjoy some yum-cha with Jack and Hal and Kayunj. Afterwards, he reunited with the others and got back to work.
We should get some drinks and have another heated round of cards soon.
Maybe I'll crack open the good stuff for you when you do. Just try not to drink yourself stupid, Jack.
The victory dice. Now, the victory dice are the Omega Broken. 40% crit. I could literally get rid of Proverbs of Samsara or anything else, and I would be fine on both accuracy and crit. I guess just buffing my damage is good here. That's one. Oh. All drivers gained. BP charge 4s. I need one more plug-in. Not there. There it is. 1 million Mira earned. That's what it is. Okay.
Confirming schedule.
So we are gonna do fees, which gives me another item, which is super broken. Yo, sorry for the wait. Don't worry about it. Just got here myself. Thanks for coming. Think nothing of it. Seems this has to do with one of my part-timers, so I figured I might as well. Want me to help out with a memento of the Flame Eaters, right? Yep, I want to fix up the custom rifle that Ida used to use. Seems like you've heard about it already. Sure have. We tried to get it repaired before, but they told us it wasn't really feasible. Assume the two of you found a way to fix it? Bingo. We learned what parts we need to repair it, so all that's left is to actually get them. It's been bothering me ever since I learned it was damaged, so I'm glad I can finally do something. I figure things will get really busy once the festival starts, so I want to get it taken care of before then. Barry's working on the stuff that can be gathered above ground. You're going to be getting the underground stuff from the Blacklight District, in other words? Want me to show you around the place? Exactly. I've heard that nose of yours is really impressive, so impressive that even Jin relies on it. How about it? You up for being my guide? Sure, why not? Couldn't hurt putting you in my debt more. Be helping out one of my part-timers move on too. Sounds like a win-win to me. Thanks. Let's get moving then. Vanity made haste to the Blacklight District. On arrival, they scoured the area in search of replacement parts. Looking to fix up a custom rifle, huh? Not to discourage you fine folks, but that sounds like quite a pain in the behind. We know, and we're prepared to deal with it. You probably guess we need some specialized parts to get it back in working condition. Mind showing us the rifle suppressors and foregrips you got in stock at the moment? Not at all. Right this way, young lady. Hopefully we've got what we're looking for. Definitely got a wide selection, but none of this looks quite right. What about this part over here? Pretty unwieldy, but nothing any decent Jaeger couldn't handle. Yeah, maybe. That might actually be the same model Ida used, or the same make at least. Might work in a pinch. Might as well give it a shot. Working on Flame Eater's rifle, huh? I've heard stories about that bad boy. You're in luck. I know for a fact the rifle I used back when I was on active duty was the same generation as her gun. You can go ahead and take it if you want. Should have a part or two you can use. Damn, that's real generous of you. Really, you sure? I mean, that has to mean a lot to you. No Jaeger anymore, so I don't mind parting with it. Helping the Colonel's daughter sounds better to me anyway. Return, just promise you'll come back and tell me how the Purple Lightning's doing. Been rooting for her ever since she hung it up and walk her own path. Let me know how she's holding up, yeah? Deal. Can't say I know everything, but I'll be happy to share what I can. Good old Purple Lightning. Eventually, Fee and Van managed to scrape together the needed parts to repair the gun, albeit from a less than desirable mix. Barry having acquired her allotted parts, the group reconvened at the arms dealer in the department store. Sylvie, who had been previously consulted about the rifle's damages, agreed to assist with the repairs. Van watched over the whole process and helped with basic tasks like polishing it. Eventually, damn, that's a big gun. What would you look at that? Right back to the way it was, ain't that something? Even has the same custom rifle muzzle she used back in her Zephyr days. Maximized its firepower and improved its accuracy. Really like talking about that thing. I can see why. Been customized in other ways too. The weight distribution probably makes it unwieldy to anyone who isn't a rifle pro. Ida had no problem handling it. She and this rifle were a match made in heaven. No doubt about that. I'm glad we were able to get it fixed up for her. Flame Eater couldn't have asked for a better pair. What do you plan to do with it now? A good question. How would you feel about using it, Fairy? I don't think a rifle of this size would suit me, to be honest. Ida once told me to remain true to my own style. I don't think I'd be honoring her if I changed mine to adapt to her weapon. Figured you'd say something like that. Doesn't fit mine either. I have a better idea. How about we deliver it to the current members of Zephyr? Yeah, I heard they reformed after the war. Yep, it's changed hands since then. Now it's being led by two of its former regimental commanders, Zeno and Leo. Fine with giving it over to them, but are you sure that's what you want? Yes, I've thought long and hard about it. Final moments, Ida said the names of her Zephyr comrades, including you. Until she treasured her family there. That's why I want to return it to them. Okay, that works for me. I'll go ahead and arrange for it to be delivered then. Are you going to do that? You realize a civilian courier can't just waltz into Zephyr turf with a rifle in it, right? Well aware, that's not what I had in mind. I know someone named Josette who owns a delivery company. Her people should be able to get it over to them without too much trouble. Heard of them? They're based in Liberal, yeah? Sure know a lot of people, don't you? I could say the same about you. He got in contact with the courier, who happily accepted the task and got straight to work. Afterwards, she reached out to Zephyr, who were in a remote region of the continent, to give them a heads up. Won't be long before it's delivered, so can you stick around your base camp for a while longer? Good thing, we had still some time before our next job anyway. Yeager's weapon is their very soul. We'll take good care of it. The three of us saw it side by side many times as commanders she dearly missed. The Eyes and Shield told us about what happened to her. It's strange to think a part of her will be coming back to us. I'd like to think she's sharing a laugh and a drink with the boss on the side right about now. Probably stressing all about her little sisters, too. Or wouldn't shock me. Good talking to you both again. See you around. Likewise, give her regards to Ida's other little... Sounds like she's gotten herself caught up in something fishy. Tell her to take care of herself. Well, that settles that. Must be one of the only braces in the guild who keeps in touch with the Jaegers. We don't talk that often, but they reach out to me every now and then. Now that we got that squared away, I think I'm going to drop by a cafe. Want to come with? I can share some stories about Ida and Zephyr if you're interested. Really? Oh, I'd love that. I can tell you some about my people in our village. Cool. I'd like to hear all about them. Fee and Fairy went off to enjoy some tea and conversation. Once Fairy returned, the group got back to work.
It'd be nice to introduce you to some friends of mine if the chance ever comes up.
Young Ace's inherited will, the Sylphid Feather. So the Sylphid Feather. Evasion 30%. So we lose a little bit of crit, we gain some speed, and we have a 97% evasion rate. Fairly good.
I'll work my magic.
And I have every single evade quartz already. Or 28% off of that. Okay.
Confirming schedule.
Let's do this request. Friggin' request addressed towards both you and I. Something stinks real bad about this one, but I don't think it's just a prank either. Thoughts? I can handle it myself if you'd like. Fine, I'll lend you a hand. Quite a few shared acquaintances after all. It's worth looking into. So, what's the request about? A retrieval. Something's been smuggled into the city via the underground. Supposed to go get it. The route there's pretty convoluted, and it looks like shit's been encrypted over and over a few times. Not gonna lie, this might be a little bit out of it. Looking for you, then I'm here. Both perfectly suited for this matter. Let's cooperate and get to this. For agreeing to work together, Van and Ren decoded the 4 SPG. They continued gathering clues afterward from the orbital net and the under. Eventually, the trail led them to an attaché. See what we're looking for. Tricky shit to figure out. They definitely didn't cut us any slack. I'll say we had to follow the thinnest threads we could find just to get. Had we not teamed up, this whole search would probably be dead in the water. Must have trusted us to find it in the end, though. Here, after all. Well, let's crack it open and see what's inside. Ben unlocked the attaché case and threw it open to reveal. What? Eating utensils and painting supplies? The hell's this stuff for? Nothing weird about any of them, just normal-ass pencils. I don't get it. Looks like we've also got these letters here. Well, time to wait. I'll have to figure out what the rhythm. I wish I could choose, like, hey, just play 3 minutes. Have any music? I can just do that. Up. Okay. I think we're good. We're dressed for the both of us. Sender listed, but I can only think of one. Right, Grandpa Jorg, beyond a doubt. Dear Ren, realize I'm more than 6 months late. Before you say anything else, I want to congratulate you on your acceptance into Aramis. Time really does fly fast, doesn't it? Feels like it was only yesterday that you enrolled at Genis. You've always had that impeccable talent and appetite for learning, from your studies to your papers and everywhere in between. You may have felt at first that there was no point in returning to ordinary schooling, that it was a waste of time for a mind of your caliber. There are some things you can only learn and experience in those common places. I expect you've come to realize that yourself. Now that you have a place in this world to call your own, it's good to spread your wings and spend time away from your friends and family. Although I only looked after you for a short period, I pray that you find happiness wherever your travels take you. Sincerely, Grandpa Jorg. Yes, thank you for taking care of those kids and tidying up the workshop during half ago. Greatly appreciated. I didn't know what to get you to celebrate your admission, so I simply picked up some safe bets first. If you have no use for them, feel free to throw them out. I'll hardly be. Don't be like that, Grandpa. I'd never throw these things away. He's still as he ever was, awkward and clumsy outside of his doll making. I wouldn't have it any other way. See what he's got to say to me next. Mr. Van Arkride. Goes without saying that you and I have done much for each other. Won't dwell on that ancient history. But if I can offer one piece of advice to you, do not avert your eyes from the spirit you have within. Beyond that, please continue to guide and protect my granddaughter. Trust that you're looking out for her while she's in your periphery. You really have to write that last part? I'm not used to seeing so protective. Hard to blame the guy. He hasn't seen you in years. Cut him a little slack. At least it's not just you he's being nosy with, anyway. What do you mean by your spirit within, though? That's an intriguing. It's me. No idea what he's talking about. That's par for the course with him. You know how he is. The guy just sees everything differently. Hell of a grandpa you got there. You know that? People say his dolls are beyond lifelike. They even have their own hearts and souls. Maybe that power lets him look inside other people's hearts all the same. He could be onto something. Couldn't hurt to keep what he wrote into you in your mind. Whatever it turns out. Maybe. Yeah. Where is that old fart anyway? Any idea where he is or what he's up to these days? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. He may very well have slipped back into his workshop in Crossbell by now. Perhaps he's abandoned it and set up shop somewhere else entirely. So hard to tell with him. Master was like that too. Maybe being all cryptic and shit's just part of getting old. Maybe so. I'm happy to have heard from him at least. Thanks for bringing me along, man. I'll have to return the favor one. Hey, take it down a notch. Play with fire, you might get burned. Think I'm still some little girl, do you? Be all grown up before you know it. Anyways, I already am. At least enough for me to reach out and lend you a hand when you need it most. Like you did for me all those years. Old man's right, this girl's growing up fast. Too fast if you ask me. Sure, I'll ring you up if I really need a hand. Van saw Rem back to her dormitory and left the attache case in her hair. With that, the two... Like that, it was back to the usual.
I'll invite you to a tea party sometime. I do so enjoy being a good hostess.
Van's ATS. Gross. Okay. We did Problem Child. Did we do Pest Patrol at the park? Yes. I have all the arts drivers. Now we have to do... Okay, I guess we have to go do the thingy.
What are we waiting for?
Dingo's Legacy.
Oh, that's great! What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Need help with something?
Da 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 da. Da da da. Whoa! I can buy Septium Veins now? Nice. And I have no fire septith.
Shifting to maintenance mode. Shard skills updated. That's a single element slot. Shard skills updated. New shard skill added.
Earth space. It has to be 7 space, 5 Earth. Is there an Earth space one? HP charger, Hawkeye, guarded start, killing star gift. Okay, that's fine.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
End and time.
Shard skills updated. Skills updated. Better check them out.
6 wind, 6 time, yeah.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
That's hard to get with only 3. And they have wind space and wind mirage. Yeah, he did. Hydron. Good. Cool.
I'm ready to help whatever you need. I can handle any maintenance.
Money. And I don't think I can open. 700. The hell out of here, bro.
I'm ready to help whatever you need.
Okay. Middle-aged man. Really did come. Not that I didn't trust Dingo at all. Name's Van Arkwright. I take it you're Meld's editor-in-chief? Yep, that's me. Me and Dingo go back about 7 years. He told me a lot about you. Sounds like you were real busy over in Horacion, too. No clue what you're on about. Be no reports about us being involved with it. There won't. Authorities are keeping it a secret. Probably just saying that to get under our skin. Well, whatever. It's not getting an article, so I'm not interested. Called you here for one of those 4 SPGs of yours. Nothing more, nothing less. The gist of it is that I want you to help me look for Dingo's notebook. Oh, what's this about? Expect he had a notebook containing information he gathered as a reporter, or more like information dealer? Both, actually. I first heard about it a few weeks ago, just before he headed off to Cray. I could tell he was chasing a dangerous scoop of some kind, so I jokingly asked if he had a will ready yet. Look at us now. Didn't really occur to me, not even for a second, that happened to him later. He laughed at it at the time and said one thing to me. Closest thing I have to a will is my notebook. Left it with a trusted source, so if anything happens to me, send out a 4 SPG about it. Wait a second. The third memento, top of the video and the camera. We don't have that notebook ourselves, though. Sorry if that's what you're hoping for. I never thought you did, but I suspect you're the only one to track it down. Dingo seemed to trust you more than anyone, so I suspect that's the way you wanted it to play out, too. The authorities have got everything that happened in Cray down on lock, and Almada are dead and gone. So I can imagine that it'd have anything worth writing an article about in it to begin with. Can't imagine it'd have anything writing an article about to begin with. Which means it's not worth my while hunting down. I just can't go and ignore his words about it. So here we are. Put up the money for you to find this thing. My last gift to him. What's it gonna be, Spriggan? Gonna go find Dingo's notebook or not? Yeah, we are. Oh. Name's Cunning. Really? Take the job. You got anything else you want to share? Maybe he said something more about this trusted source of his, for example? Yeah, I remember telling him that there was nowhere near enough info to find the thing myself. Only hint he gave me that it's with people who know about as much about my past as you do. Way to pique my interest. I wonder what Dingo's past was like. I've only heard bits of it myself. How much do you know? Even less than you do, I suspect. He used to live in Messeldam before ending up in the capital 7 years ago. That's about it. Didn't Dantes act like he knew him?
It's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly. If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldom.
Yeah, and you were still Enrique's second in command back then.
Said something along those lines when they were talking in that video too. Alright, well, we'll see what we can dig up with that info then. Good luck. Anyway, my break's over. I gotta get back to work on finding scoops for the festival. I'll give you my number. Just give me a call if you find it. I'll wire you the money if you do. It can be my way of honoring Dingo's death. Got it. We'll take it from here. So what's the plan here? We don't exactly have a load of info to go off. Only clue we have is that someone that knows about as much as Dingo as that guy does. It rules out Jack and Bermati, and Van, obviously. Oh, and Ren, too. Yeah, any information dealer's probably out of the question here, and so anyone with as many connections as Ren has. Jack, Bermati, and I try not to pry into his past either, mind you. But something must have happened between Dingo and Dantes while he was still in Messel. Left the city after whatever that was, ending up in the capital and becoming a reporter right after. Don't know any details, but I imagine we'll get out of this knowing a whole lot more than we came in with. We're gonna be unearthing what he tried to bury this whole time, all the burdens he carried by himself. You don't look like you're about to back down, though. No way. A job's a job. I'm nothing if you can't see this. But anyway, I can think of at least one person who'd fit the bill for this job that wouldn't be a pain in the ass to meet him. Oh? Not an information dealer, mind you, but she was close to Dingo. Can't be the only one who thought of her. Oh, in fact, I see who you mean now. Rookie reporter who's still unwise in the ways of the underworld. You going to meet her then? Yeah, let's head over to the Tyrell Times. Don't think a meeting with her will be all that hard to get as long as she's not out of the office. Right. Damn it, the bastard up and left us with the bit. Gotta be pretty sly if you're gonna be running the biggest gossip rag in the country. Well, it's the least we could do for him. Brought this to our attention. Alright,
Confirming schedule.
going to the Tyrell Times. Tyrell District.
Heading to
Who
the
knew?
objective.
You.
I heard.
It's you guys. Great job, everyone. You all really saved the day back in Horacion. Thanks. You were a big help, too. Without you, I doubt we would have been able to get all those kids on the airship. Notice you've been keeping busy lately. Yeah, you could say that. I've had a lot of investigating to do once those revelations about Horacion came to light. It was all worth it in the end. I feel like I'm finally making a difference. Phew. Now Dingo's got one less thing to worry about him. Sure hope so. If I'm that much closer to becoming the sort of reporter he was, I'll take it. I guess I still have to talk to her. Oh, hey guys. Good to see you again. Need something with the paper? Not this time. We came here to talk to you, Marielle. I'll give you the two straight. We're working on an F4 SPG involving Dingo and need your help. What? You are? What sort of request is it? Please tell me. Put it simply. Talk to Meld's editor-in-chief, Mr. Cunning. Dingo told me about him before, but I've never had the chance to meet him in person. He said he wants you to find Dingo's notebook? That's right. Do you remember Dingo ever talking to you about that thing by any chance? Doesn't have to be anything direct or explicit. Anything you happen to remember him saying will help. Actually, we didn't just talk about it before. I've seen the notebook with my own eyes. What? How did that happen? I'm sure you all noticed when he was alive, I tended to barge in on him while he was trying to work and stuff. One day while we were having lunch, I was asking for advice on how to interview people, writing stuff in this black leather notebook. I asked him what it was since I was curious. He told me it's where he jots his info down, both for his reporting work and info brokers. Certainly sounds like what we're looking for. Now we know it's real. Got a little whiny and tried to get him to show me his notes, but of course he refused. I got huffy about it. He kind of laughed and patted me on the head. Don't remember exactly what he said. Who knows, maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days, although if I play my cards right, you should never have to. Wow. Must have already been preparing for what might happen to him. That's the way he was talking, then we probably rule out him taking the notebook with him to pray. CID also apparently swept through the place and couldn't find any real material of note that he left there either. He had to have either given it to someone else to hang on to or stashed it somewhere for safekeeping. Brings me to my next question. Think of anyone he would have left that notebook with, anyone he might know where it would. Again, it's okay if you don't know anything definitive. Any leads you have would be great. Just to be clear, I don't mean other brokers like Bermati. I'm talking about other sorts of acquaintances he had. course, you think, based on what Mr. Cunning told you. Wait, could he have? You think of something? Maybe. I could be completely wrong, but I can't rule it out either. Basically, when Dingo was alive, he would sometimes cover the adult industry held magazine. That's interesting. Comes with being a tabloid reporter. The adult industry. Doesn't every industry have adults in it? Code for grown-up stuff. Certainly more grown-up than this his wannabe protege here, then. Anyway, one time I confronted him about it. Really have to cover such sexual stuff in your articles? Readers demand it. It's our job as reporters to give them what they want. Plain and simple. Plus, it's a way to get information that can help shut down some of the nastier places run by the mafia. Hey, I guess that makes sense. Out of curiosity, do you ever visit those sorts of places yourself? Huh, only when I need to for work. Lately, I've been too busy to get to any places like that myself, so I've had to lean on one of my old contacts a lot to get what I need. Not exactly ideal when my job is supposed to be to report on things I see myself, but it is what it is. Fair enough, I guess. You won't hear me complaining. Complaining about what? Nothing at all. Anyway, who's this contact you made? She's a woman who operates underground, runs a handful of outlets. Pretty talented, all things considered. Your contact is a woman? Yeah, why does that matter? Gotta introduce me to her. Help me write better news articles. Yeah. Fortunately, Dingo said it was too soon for me to be going to a place like that, and that was that. Looking back on it, it's the only part of town he could have met when he... There's only one part of town that he could have met when he said she worked underground, huh? I think that one goes without saying. Not only that, I think I just might know the woman he's talking about. Never would have guessed those two had any history, but just goes to show it's a small world we live in. Certainly remember there being a business that fit the bill when we were down there. Does that mean we're going to the Blacklight District? Yep. Who knows if we'll turn anything up down there, but it's worth a shot.
Hey, you guys? I want to go with you. Could I? Please?
I don't know. It's kind of dangerous in the Blacklight District. I already know how dangerous it can be. Believe me. We're talking about Dingo's notes here. Side that matters to me too, you know.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days. Although if I play my cards right, you should never have to.
Does have a point. What do you think, Van? Alright, you can come. You did give us some valuable info, so it's only fair, but you gotta promise two things. One, you'll stay behind us down there, no running ahead, and two, carry your own weight and help us out too. Deal? Deal. Thanks, Van. I promise you won't regret this. Way ahead of you, already regretting it. To the Blacklight District.
Heading to the objective.
I don't think I've seen you before. Guess I'll check
Think
out
there's
your-
anything like I need to buy shop-wise?
I'll be seeing you.
I assume that like once the festival starts, there's going to be a lot of festival. That'll probably like oh, 10 bonds maxed. Oh yeah. All dishes. So there may be 18 more dishes. I don't know.
What are them again?
I like it.
We are.
Wanna get a drink together?
Ooh, you look dangerous. I'd better see you again.
Dingo's notebook. You know, I thought I knew you well, but I had no idea you and Dingo went so far back. Level with me here. You're the one helping him investigate Almada's illegal adult business, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. We must have worked together for a decade, I want to say. Both had to keep it on the down low in order to operate freely, though. He and I had known each other since we were both up in Messeldom. How long, huh? Guess that makes sense. You don't mind me asking, how did the two of you know me? It wasn't anything special. He was a newly minted intel broker, and I was your common whore, making ends meet out on the streets. Had a nice little thing going. He'd buy information I coaxed from my clients, and I'd do him some favors in kind. Scratch my back, I scratched his. Huh, it was all news to me. We assumed Dingo hadn't started doing any reporting work back then? More or less, I will say, for an errand boy working underground, he was had a certain naivete to him back then. Maybe it was still because he was still so young. I had an acquaintance who worked at a local paper. I remember he was pretty intrigued about that side of things. Also mentioned it was 8 years ago when I made the move to Edith and set up shop down here. But before I left, he gave me some top secret information as a parting gift. Intel and his connections are a huge help to me. Leave it to the lady killer to schmooze his way into the underground. Really helped a lot of people while he was alive, didn't he? Later on, after everything went down to Messeldom, that's ended up drifting into town. Personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break and get into a better line of work with better people. You never know what life has in store for you. Maybe the goddess took a liking to him and threw him a bone. Maybe so, yeah. Sorry to interject, but what happened to him in Messeldam? I don't know anything about it. Wish I could tell you, honey, but it's not really my place to say. After all that all happened after I left, so I only heard things through the grapevine. But I won't leave you empty-handed. If you're looking for his notebook, I've got some information. I'd be happy to share. Billy, you do that? Thank you so much. Just to clarify, we're looking for this black leather notebook. You've seen it before, I take it. He's looking for a place to stash it away. I offered him to hold on to it myself, but he turned me down. Can't blame him for being so cautious when he was going up against Almada. But I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for a piece. That was 3 days before everything went down in Cray for reference. Holy cow, what timing? Way out of town, huh? That's rather specific. Clue there. Actually, now that she mentions it, how did Dingo get to Cray? You have any ideas, Van? He had this tiny-ass car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. Usually he took a train or a bus when he had to go out to the sticks. Probably flew a bit from time to time, too. I don't know what he did here. And we're talking about a guy who... all the tricks by that point. Might as well have just been moving randomly. He sure as hell wouldn't take something as obvious as public transit, not when Almada had eyes everywhere. Exactly. I think we can rule out his own car, too. That would have been his own risk. Thinking realistically, probably would have taken a taxi. I think the chances are pretty good our guy took a taxi. Sure as hell ain't cheap, but it'd have given him the lowest profile and most flexibility. They blend right in on the road. Good thinking. Might be onto something, Van. Taxis are pretty commonplace, especially for people heading out of town. No way Almada could have been monitoring every single taxi rental. That's what he did. He likely opted to ride with a self-employed driver rather than someone working for the company. It does make sense. That would have allowed him to move much more radically than by throwing Almada off his trail. You guys have your next lead. I have no idea who the driver could be, unfortunately. Maybe it was one of his friends. My guess is he had a driver hired on the regulars. Trust. Does that ring any bells for you, sweetheart? You know something? It actually does. I remember Dingo would sometimes hail a taxi to get to a reporting site. He mostly took one that had a black and yellow check pattern around the bottom. The driver was an eccentric guy, too, from what I recall. Really good info. Glad you were able to remember that. Said it. We'll have to take a look into that once we're done here. Anyway, thanks for the chat, Minister. Accent. Thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am. Don't mention it. I owe Dingo that much. That said, you can always repay me by coming back here to play, you know. Don't forget that. But yeah, Dingo would tell me stories about sometimes the punk-ass Spriggan and the newbie reporter. I do hope you're able to track down his notebook. If there's anyone out there he'd want to inherit it after a bit. Thank you. We'll do our best. I'm gonna try. Be a waste to just let it go after doing all this work. Taxi with a black and yellow checkered pattern. Know exactly which that is. Had no idea Dingo was around. See that car out by Central Station a lot. Probably out for lunch right now. Check the food stalls first, see if you get lucky. To the Seedon District.
Let's do this.
That's fair.
We're gonna have fucking 3 minutes of ads. Body is ready. Oh, now that I've got it figured out, we should only have 2 ad breaks the entire stream. Or 3 ad breaks. Less. Alright, there has a checker pattern. That's gotta be it. That's the taxi. Gotta be close. Let's sniff him out. Getting soba. Ooh, love this place. Can't have real Eastern soba without the wasabi. How about it, brothers? Care to take a seat and throw back one with your boy? Sorry, gonna have to take a rain check on that. Got some stuff to do. Oh, I have to. Topic.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, if it isn't a big boy with a cute girl hugging his arm. Never thought you'd ask me about that name and notebook. Wonders never cease, huh? Found our guy. The word is you were scratching Dingo's back every now and then. Yep, I may not look it, but I used to run all over the Republic taking odd jobs on the down low. I was just on the smuggling run once, and bam, I bumped right into him. That's how we met. That must have been, 10 years ago? Dingo would have been around 20, I think. Alright. Know how he got tangled up with Almada back then, too? Oh, my boy, do I ever. That was what led him to ask me for help out of the city that day. I snuck him out just like that. Hopped on a bus for Cray, and that was the last I saw of him. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have let his dumb ass do that. It wasn't your fault, Giordano. Don't beat yourself up over it. You weren't the one who killed him. Almada, not even. Dante's owned that. You're right, yeah. I got what was coming to him at the old capital. I bet Dingo's laughing up there. I'm happy karma came around for that bastard. I hope it makes him feel better. He really regretted being the guy's broker in the past. Dante's really wasn't the same guy once he took over. That's his background, huh? Not trying to justify him, but Dante's used to have a good rep on the streets. He had a code and he stuck to it, and that let people trust him. No wonder he ended up so popular. How much everybody hated the head honcho before him, he got Dingo hook, line, and sinker. Dingo was his informant, fed him info he needed to bring the old guy down, and now in his stead, we have this monster he built. Monster? Title for him. Not too privy to what happened beyond that, so I don't want to speculate. You're looking for Dingo's old notebook, and you think, I've got it? Bingo. Please, may I have it? Well, I'd love to give it to you, but I'm afraid I can't. Why not? Is there something you wanted done first? What Pretty Boy say was for your eyes only? Told me to keep an eye out for this Spriggan guy and a newbie reporter. If anything happened to key to whichever you two I bump into first. Coin locker key. Oh, what's this key for? Looks like a key for a station coin lock. Either around the subway. Spot on. He said he stashed it in the easiest locker you could find. Not sure what he meant by that, though. I have no idea which station it's. Got it. Easiest locker you could find. Where would that be? That about gives it away. Could it be the one by Van's office? Probably. Let's head on back and take a look. Thanks a bunch, Giordano. Maybe I'll make it up to you if I ride one of these days. Call me anytime you're plastered, and I'll be your DD.
On my way.
I realized that I've accidentally played ads 3 times in an hour. Because I keep fucking with the settings and it's like, oh yeah, you want to play more ads. Oh, okay, yeah, let's play some more ads. Okay, more ads, yep. We've got ads in 5 seconds, so gonna chill. It's gonna be a long one though. I'm just gonna putter around and maybe do some cooking. Just to do something.
Can't go wrong with any of them. See you again.
Pick something already. Give me just a few. And there you go. Eat up. Take care out there.
Okay.
Oh, looking is always free, you know.
Okay.
Come back for more anytime.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Need something fixed? Hope to see you again
Do
soon.
you know what you want? I hope to see you again. Do you? I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want?
All right. So I just was doing shopping shit. This isn't even that good an item. Like, this kind of sucks.
I hope to see you again.
Okay. Let's get moving. The next ad won't be for an hour. The key we got from the driver probably goes to one of the coin lockers here. What do you say? Should we check what's inside? Absolutely, I'm ready. Earl and the others found the coin lockers tucked away in a corner of the subway station. Located one that corresponded with the key they held, finding the black leather notebook and needed to move to a quiet location or inspect the contents. This is something, all right. Didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I know for a fact that he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just one anyone could pursue Almada to the degree he did without backup. Probably his way of making amends for that role he played in Dantes' Ride to Power. Notes mention how the previous boss's family was murdered too. Even they didn't get spared. Horrible. Such a heavy burden for him to carry. That wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known what would happen. I can't imagine he felt like in the public eye anymore. That. Why he took me under his wing, a good-nothing rookie. It appears he compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders we took down in Racion as well. Take a look. Nola, originally from a minor noble family in Kadas region. East, her family fell into bankruptcy after Kadas' annexation by Malay. Valis, Viola herself being sold off to a wealthy merchant. Soon fell into the hands of a corrupt organization that was targeting the merchant, though initially nothing more than a plaything and object of pleasure. She eventually ousted the boss, wrestled control into it. 2 years later, the group tried to expand their influence in Calvert. They cut Mata company and was brief as they were created by Dantes, to whom Viola swore a loyalty afterward. The consequence of her past, incredibly dependent on, might be the harbors a fierce rivalry with fellow Melchior, positions equivalent with it. The body of her gun was produced by Zach Darms, the full not part of the lineup. Further research regarding the weapon is Alexander. Born in former Principality of Northumbria in the North area, he was 5 years old when the Salt Pell chaos and his father, then family, fled alongside Almond when childhood and adolescent years. Aslan. Trained by his father in the traditional military arts of the homeland, he served the former ruling family until the age of 25, though his life thrown into chaos. His father and he were both ordered to retake Northumbria following the death of figurehead, the current since Prince Balman's escape. After their assault on Northumbria's capital, Haliask, they managed to seize and control the city for a time, acting as an effective government being overthrown. This ensued a massacre of the remaining civilians in Haliask, mandated by the crazed former Prince Balmond. Standing in opposition with one another, Alexander and his father dueled to the death. Alexander emerged victorious before withdrawing from the battlefield. Current whereabouts are unknown. It is believed Balmond was swiftly and secretly executed by the Northern Takers captured. Wandering from one court to another, Alexander was eventually scouted out by Dantes himself and brought into though outwardly austere, trained his combat, sparing none who dared. His ultimate goal being the search for his final resting place. Despite the mechanical gauntlets he wields not being part of their official. Olympia. Little is known about her, although she allegedly the entire village was comprised of puppeteers who worshipped a doll made in the image. Thought to be an artifact of some sort, the doll was looked after by a medium. The gruesome custom mandated was to the offered us. Sacrifices spared no one's, not friends. So soon the tragedy befell the village, Olympia and the doll alone to one, for the demise of all. Multiple records suggest criminals being slaughtered when he was later inducted into the Gardens, the assassination, and made the Garden of Aurum. Here she most guided by the these including Melchior. If I were to guess, the incident that took place in her village led angels develop a psychologically interdependent relationship, resulting in autonomy and emotion. In light of the crisis that's made the Gardens join forces, she may have claimed that lost command. Albeit an incredible. Oreo. In contrast to the known, confirmed leaders of Almada and Garden Overseer, eyewitness you know of him, the Garden of Rome. Very dangerous and clad in heavy. Much of the information about him stretches belief, including how he was supposedly born in a different time period altogether over 150 years ago. He's said to proceed from the mythical Holy Iskon Empire, an enormous nation just across the Tian Shan Mountains. Alfred's empire is presumed vanished following a calamity. In its heyday, 9 groups served to protect the Royal Imperial line, Eastern Sword warrior who represented Rahu and white descent hailing from the west. I'm inclined to believe that's all bullshit, but in an age where immortals like the Lance Maid Ammonia, I can't rule out the possibility. Whether it's true or not, evidence suggests that his armor and battle axe might be artifacts. Gardens, and his stories claiming his immortality, this might be. On top of that, he's the primary suspect in regarding the Eyes and Shield station in the outskirts of Prey, the fact. Melchior. There we go. One of Almada's 3 pillars, and quite possibly the evil and sinister member, doubles down as the Garden's ringleader and overseer. Thorns. Melchior's skills don't fall behind any of his artifact wielding. Being highly skilled at and being at least explosives. Really? They cut it off? Though his past is shrouded in mystery, his origins by the same organization, the Oathbreaker, one of Ouroboros' Anguis's. The Order of the Moonlight Horse existed ages when the Oathbreaker top brass for the longest time before Ouroboros and switching entirely different matter and a major threat all of a sudden. Wrapping this back around, Melchior might have been a direct subordinate of the Oath before going on scattered rem that infamous cult. If that's true, that would make him some prince of the someone as powerful as him to idolize Dantes so much is nothing short of ominous and concerning. Another thing, banging Prey's vicinity following the Eyes and Shield, turning into Prey's not just some sleepy vistas, more than a touristic spot. It lies stuck between several forces. It also happens to be one of the few places in North Calvert with the southern and central population. Knowing the source of Almada's financing, actually, Dantes. Gerard Dantes. If I let my feelings take way, Dantes could fill every single page of this. Not a night where I'm not overcome with regret, but this is not meant. Most things I've come to learn about him in life are little eyebrow-raising, him being a member of the cult before Almada, being related to Calvard's own family, perhaps direct descendant. Tales of his sword are equal. Antique made of black and silver, thought to be an artifact hidden by the royal family. This demon blade was the instrument Almada previous had. Hard as these tales are to believe, they're true. Strike fear into the hearts of the make Dantes nothing short station of shadows and agony. Deep as the abyss and equally as alluring, his unquenchable fear, but draws many to him. Seductive and enchanting, it has earned many loyal followers. But where does such unfathomable come from? New hypothesis surface recently. I finally explain things. Of course, however, is unusual, and I'm not particularly valued. That's neither here nor there. The more pressing matter is his Basel, and that him and the others might have been a true goal, I imagine. Fear. The want and need to bring about true dread and terror. Unable to achieve it even with the help of a genius, but that will not put a stop to it. Stop at nothing to achieve. Regardless, he sure managed to pull a fast one on me in Tharbad. I was distracted by that call, but that's no excuse. I should have seen through him much I did, but try as I might, stay one step ahead, I'll forever be hot on his heels.
At this point, I've worked out how I'm going to get everything recorded. as well as how to leave these notes behind. Now comes the real showdown with him. It's gonna be the biggest gamble I make as both a reporter and an information dealer. If, by some sheer miracle, I make it back in one piece, I'll absolutely be following up on those theories I've written about. I can already imagine the hell I'm in for with that dope of a Spriggan and that cub reporter. I really do worry about her. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's just part of the fun.
Dingo. Dingo!
You dumbass. Who's the real dope between us, huh?
Dude, it's totally nuts. How the hell did find it in him to go that far? I can only imagine his love and care for others spurring him on to gather this much information. He was both a clever and kind man. He wasn't just trying to make amends or settle a score. I don't doubt he genuinely worried for him. Goes without saying, but it's a true shame. He was taken from far too young. So glad you two were able to find his notes. Likewise, it must have been the will of the goddess. Once Marielle collected herself, the party drove her back to the Tyrell Times. After reporting their success to the editor-in-chief, Cunning, they got back to work. For Dingo's notes, once the contents were copied, it was decided that Marielle would hold on to the originals.
That's one job behind us.
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
I don't think I'm reaching 4. I don't think that's happening. Okay, Van? Huh. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just think. Something bothering you? Guessing the stories about the gangsters and Amada remnants are in mind. Yeah, if Ramadi, Jack, and Kalika were talking about them, that definitely were. Heard something interesting while following up on Dingo's case as well, referring to the account of them being sighted in the Tyrell district. Yeah, now that you mention that, it is kind of worrying. Maybe we should drop by Tyrell just in case, you know? Not a bad idea. Can't hurt to check out the area out again. You can probably rule out the busier parts of it. Same for the area near the restaurant that's run by Haywood. Additional mandatory investigation point has been added in the Tyrell district. I feel like I'm quite close to...
Gotta keep this up.
Oh, 1 point. 1 point short. If I had used the guide to help answer questions, literally like the second stream of the game, I would have AAA rank now. Okay.
Confirming schedule.
So I guess I do Director Lamb's request. I'm not going to get enough points, unfortunately. Get Nina maxed out. So there's a couple of side events. This one you don't know, the one I don't want you to know. But this isn't right, I'm missing something. Hey there, thought about taking a break? Darkride, what are you doing here? Director sent me. An actress I've been working with whose work I'd like your opinion on, if that's okay. Ever since I offered her the part, she's been immersed in the role almost to a scary degree. I was originally going to ask Judith for help here. It might be a bad idea if I did it, since I'm not involved with the production at all. I know you're pretty tight-lipped, so I said, why not? You gonna help? Both really worried about me. Recently filmed one of the most important scenes in the next film. The director said my final cut was fine, so we were ready to move on. Still not happy with it. I still feel like I can do better, so I asked him to let me shoot it again after I rehearsed it. That's why you're here all alone? Sounded like a long monologue. Surprised it's giving you so much trouble. I think it's because I've been rehearsing it alone. And to look at someone during the actual scene, it's hard to do when I don't have anyone. I know, would you be willing to act as my partner while I practice? Me? That one. But I know even if I said no, you ain't leaving till it's perfect. Are you sure you want to ask me? I ain't exactly an experienced actor. It's alright. Just being there will make a world of difference. Alright, I got time to spare, so give it your best shot. Don't go expecting nothing a sack of flour couldn't do. Thank you. Man as her partner, Nina continued practicing with the problematic scene over and over. In the end, she still wasn't able to come up with a take she was happy with. How about that break? It is your job and all, but you're gonna burn yourself out if you keep at it non-stop. So sorry, it feels like I've just been wasting your time here. Should have known I couldn't handle this. It does. But she got to do it. You guys are very different kinds of actresses, yeah? People always talk about how I embody the characters I act so naturally, like I'm possessed by them. Might be able to put a positive spin on it, but those words mean at the end of the day that my acting is own. A bit harsh. Truth. Judith's acting is so full of heart and soul. Every one of her roles has an identity that's uniquely hers. Not to say she's not doing a good job portraying the role, of course. I don't mean that. She maintains the role's integrity, but she always puts a part of her into it. Makes every role in a way that's uniquely hers. That's her greatest appeal as an actress, if you ask me. I see it, yeah. But I just can't do that. I don't have her strength of spirit, and I never will, because I'm empty. Act the role I'm given. That's all I can ever do. I'm extremely transparent while acting, so that you might right through her and her hollow acting. I remember reading that on a magazine after your debut film aired. You have a good memory. You know that just because someone said that doesn't mean it's true, right? If that's how people see you, then that's a talent you should take in stride. But you can call my acting skill what, but the truth is I'll never measure up to Judith. That just might be your problem right there. If you really think there's nothing in there, then all the more space to start in. Still plenty of time for you to the identity lacking. You've got a lot of material to take inspiration from. Well known for not just taking a script and listening to you always further. You wrap yourself in the role and let it become who you are. You think and act like the characters will. That's not something you just shut up and forget. Or do their lives and experiences just vanish from your head after you stop playing the role? No, they don't. I remember everything. I remember the warmth of being in Ron's arms as Michelle in Wolves Requiem. I remember how reassuring it was to have my friends and companions at my side as Gloria as Sheena Dirk. Yeah, I thought so. You remember all that so clearly, and that's not something just everyone can do, not even Judith. Voices those feelings are just as much a part of you. You ain't empty. But don't let them overwhelm you either. Gotta listen to what you want, too. I might get shit for saying this, but to hell with this script. I think this should be more important to you. Something only you can do. Never considered disregarding my lines. That might actually be a good idea. Do you mind if I try the scene one more time? I might finally have something. Let's start from the very beginning this time. Yeah, sure, wait. Ready? So they resumed their acting. Nina performed the scene over and over, Van acting as her partner. Every attempt to refine the scene further, and Nina could feel the pleasant, satisfying exhaustion wash over. Eventually.
This is the real me. The one you don't know. The one I don't want you to know. But I can't run anymore. Not if I'm going to stay true to myself.
God. Mr. Lamb, how long have y'all been there? Wait, were you filming this? Don't worry, we're only filming Nina. That was spectacular, Nina. I know I approved our previous take, but this is significantly. You went off script a little, but that doesn't matter when I could feel you and your character's soul so perfectly in delivery. Thank you, director. Alright, everyone, let's keep this momentum and get back to shooting. That's taken care of. Same, it's a relief. Feels like I finally saw a side of myself I'd never faced before. Thank you so much for your help. They parted ways, Van leaving Nina and her crew to their filming.
That was invigorating.
Yeah, I'm short 50. Damn it. I don't know where I went wrong on that one. Alright, so there's a handful of people we can talk to before we go to the Tyrell district. It's mostly just going to give me side stuff. Just like more context. So I'm going to do it. So we're going to start in Riverside.
Let's do this.
We're going to go talk to everyone's favorite barman.
Hello, sweetheart.
Streets are quite shaken after the aftermath of that A incident. It's going to be a while, so think. Care yourself. Any new info comes in, you'll be the first to know. River.
Now then.
Temple. Guys. Oh, I think I already did that. Yeah, I already talked to a bunch of these people. Oh yeah, I already talked to these people. almost got hit by a car. Let's just go over to the Tyrell district.
Taking off now.
I'm gonna I don't think I can watch another movie, but I'm gonna just double check. One. Nope.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the end. How about some nice cold ice cream?
Ooh. Here. Huh? Isn't this usually locked? It is. Where does this alleyway lead? Down into the waterways beneath the Tyrell district. As far as I know, the only traffic this way is a maintenance team. Now, I ain't an ace detective, but something's telling me that wasn't. Handle's gone. May have been done recently. Whoever removed it may have inhuman strength, or maybe it was a martial artist, or perhaps. Why don't we just head inside and find out ourselves? Okay. Let's go. This handle's broken too. No mistaking it, whoever did this just yanked the thing clean off. They didn't use a tool after all. Whoever we're dealing with is far from ordinary. A lot of fresh footprints in front of the door too. Got some huge ass rats to flush out. Got that right. Let's have a look inside. Heads up though, there's no telling what waiting for us. Ready for anything, understand? Don't have time to stock up on equipment and items if let's go. Hear water running in the distance. Bunch of footprints too. Prints outside indicate much, but it seems we do. Rather large group. Everything points to them being remnants of Almada and the gangs that served them too. Oh no. Stopped. Didn't shine half as much as it. Genesis is involved. The light served as a valuable guide to us at Bracion as well. Seems like there's something here. Yeah, and yes, make sure the backup crew is on standby. Standby. We might need them here in a moment's notice. Right. They are. It's all over. We're finished. This can't be happening. What did we do to deserve this? What's gotten into you guys? Who are you? You here for a fight? Brigand from here in Edith. Part of my crew's job is helping people who can't turn to the Gilded Cops for aid. If there's something you need help with, we might be able to give it to you. You at least talk to us? You're Spriggan? I've heard of you. It's really get a better look. You got some real babes with you, huh? They're doing better than me. Don't let them trick you. The only Spriggan in Edith is from Arkride Solutions. The guy who kept going up against the beasts at the top of Almada. Now you mention it. They take us in and manage to get anything out of us. No, I don't want to die. We factor in their behavior with the state of the doorknob outside. Gotta be on. Oh no. Almada's enhancement. They come.
Numerous enemy targets. Proceed with utmost caution.
Oh, I don't have a boost. Okay.
Deploying shield.
You'll be sorry for that. Make it count.
Here's some
Your move, Ketra.
323,000 damage to a group. Let's go. If we don't do something to stop him from tucking us in, Melchior and that armor guy are gonna... He really runs that deep. Melchior's on the run and we took out Ario personally. Same goes for their boss, Dantes. There's no one who can harm you anymore. You don't need to worry. Please just let us help you. Really? Let them fool you. If they find out we betrayed him... Sorry, girls, I never wanted to doubt a kitty, but... Fate worse than death is all that's waiting for us. I'd rather do the deed myself. What are they talking about? No. Don't do it. Damn it. What? Oof. Fine, they're just unconscious. That's the rebound from using power that the body just couldn't handle. Glad they're alright. What a relief, but what just happened? Break, you timed your entrance perfectly now, didn't you?
Certainly not. I only just arrived.
That damn desk jockey. Name was so precise. Thank you very much for your help.
Think nothing of it. Or would you prefer to call it a debt owed?
Could be either a guild problem or something your side should have handled from the start. The boss mentioned how these guys had slipped through the cracks of your cleanup operation. Sloppy job to me. Not at all. It was the most efficient approach to the problem. Performed a thorough cleaning of the major cities outside of Eden and drove them all the leftovers here. You have a Hercules unit standing by that you could send in at a moment's notice, but I wonder if we should outsource the work to you instead. Son of a bitch. All makes sense now. All the fragmented gathered from all over the city did seem to fit together remarkably well. Have to think of all of it was read by you to lead us here. That's all this was? That was the intention, though whether you were able to follow the clues was down to you.
The rules forbade me from getting directly involved in what happened in Oracion, so I was forced to stand on the sidelines as the place filled with fond memories for us was saved by you. Consider this revenge for that.
I call bullshit. You ain't the sentimental type. Still, she's gonna be back in town tomorrow. I know she'd give me an earful if I left any problems unsolved, so I guess I can help. Like I'm seeing two of the same person. Get a damn room, you wrinkly old farts. We'll help too, of course. How many more of these troublemakers can we expect in here? Believe there to be roughly 30, 20 thugs and 10 former Armada members. Even got a breakdown. Sure, a lot of them, though. Either way, I guess we should give the others a call and get them to come down here. The road ahead forked, they decided to split the group in two with Van and Kincaid each lead. Good team shoot. Kincaid, huh? Judging by his aim earlier, he won't drag us down in battle at least. I assure you that these teams were decided purely on combat battle. Count on me to support you in battle, and I'll even throw in some old stories about Van as a bonus. What? Really? Now I'm in. Hey! Maybe being in the other group with that after all. Want to know his weaknesses too, you'll have to spell later. Can do. And don't! Won't ask for anything that might count as a weakness, don't worry. Still up for anything that doesn't? We should get moving. We're short on time. We agreed, Zeros and I will remain here. Contact me when you apprehend any of our suspects. I'll see that they get to the CID. Thanks. I know I can always count on you. Appreciate your assistance, Smith. Need your help too, Zeros. Woof. Get this thing started. Boy, this is not the team I was hoping for. Gotta make for the other side where the two routes meet. Everyone we find along the way. Right, understood. We got this. Perfect chance to show off all you've learned under Van. Get to work, Team B. Prove you're better at this than he is. Got it. Damn right I am. This isn't a competition. Well, take care, everyone. Same to you, Agnes. Oh.
As long as they have that much spirit, they should have no trouble dealing with this. Still, I faintly sense a presence that is not of this world here. I cannot precisely pinpoint it now that I've lost my stigma, but I can see I will need to be prepared for trouble all the same.
Oh, this is a Swap team dungeon. Yeah, Katra's not looking so hot.
That hits the spot.
I've got this.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Come on.
Commencing combat. Numerous enemy targets. Proceed with utmost caution. This is your chance for a shard boost.
Pull out all the stops.
Energy out. Activating drive.
Go, Catra. Here's our chance.
Activating drive.
Here's a little more.
Your charge attack is ready for use.
Keep your guard up.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
I won't let this chance activating skill.
Sucker.
Okay. So we're just gonna use.
Here I go. It's go time. That went better than I anticipated.
Always got it down.
Initiating preemptive.
We'll just use a lot of autos for these guys.
Sucker.
Reset. Sweep up. Gotcha.
A chance.
Gotcha.
Just to get craft points up.
Oh, I smell treasure.
Gaia Vert.
You picked the wrong
That'd be
guy
good if we had an
Shall I
Earth Arts
prepare some
caster, but
sweets
we
for
do
you,
not.
Mr. Arkwright?
Oh fuck.
Let's get to work.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Reset. Sweep up. Activating drive.
Energy output at maximum. Activating drive.
Man, they're bulky. Skill boost 2. Duck, 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 duck.
Reset. I'm going.
Activating drive.
And duck, 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 duck.
I won't let this chance slip by. Activating drive.
Initializing drive. Shoot it.
Activating skill.
Catcher, your turn.
Bop, bop, bop.
A chance.
Hook, hook. 76 hit chain. Nice.
Nice. Moving on.
Hey, level up.
I leveled up.
Oh.
Thanks for the grub.
14 dishes to go. Just got one more. Oh, here's 4 with an Almada.
Wait a minute. Energy output at maximum.
I'll take care of them. Initializing drive.
Play? Enough? Yes, it is.
Here I go. I will address you all at once. Activating drive.
How I floor with them!
Threat detected. Take care.
That this thing come at me!
Stop right there.
One down.
Here's our chance.
Activating drive.
Oop. I cast it on one person. Honka. Still got him. Now we have Thanatos jail.
Here's our chance.
Activating skill.
Overkill. That was pretty easy, right? I actually get to play as Kincaid? That's cool. It's only level 64. He's a mixed user.
I feel much better.
Oh my god, he just
Your charge attack is ready for use.
fucking ices them. What?
Danger level high. Stay alert.
Shard engaged. You have my support.
Arc Dominator. All stats down. Impede ailment resistance down. Haste damage up.
Activating skill.
Give it up. It's over. Your move. Got you.
You won't get away with this.
A good chance for a shard boost.
Oh, he doesn't have an S-Craft either.
Down. You've got this, Agnes.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Okay.
Here goes.
Overkill. Overkill.
Balls in your court.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Perfect chance.
Got you.
I'll take you on. Activating skill.
Gotcha.
This team is not balanced at all. How much fist?
Too slow. There.
Boost gauge at maximum level.
There.
I can live with this.
That was quite impressive.
Hey guys.
Wait a minute. I'll crush them all at once.
We do have Aaron though. That makes everything very easy.
Well, what'd you expect?
Okay. Literally, we got 2 fights out of the other team. Nice. You love to see it.
Engaging enemy. Eat this. Now,
Initiating
let's finish the drop.
Activating skill.
Kill.
Catcher, your turn!
Activating skill.
Jesus. That's rough, buddy. Bonk.
I won't let this chance slip by. Activated skill.
Have some more.
Miss Lanster.
Activating skill.
Yeah.
There we go. Material plus. We take those.
Star for nothing.
Had to be the star of the show, eh, Judith?
I eagerly await the performance. There. Yeah. There.
Okay.
Engaging enemy. Good.
I know I need 600 kills on the field, but, you know, gotta start somewhere.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
Come here. Come on, boys.
No mercy for you. Keep it. How I
Activating skill.
I won't let this chance slip by. Activated skill. Gotcha.
A chance.
No.
God, he's
Here's
bulky.
our chance. Stop right there.
Catcher, your turn.
I'm going. Activating drive.
Catcher, your turn.
I'm going. Initializing drive.
Machine gun arts are here, baby.
Miss Lanster.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more. Catcher, your turn.
You guys are stupidly different.
I'm not a star for nothing. Shall I massage your shoulders, Miss Lanster?
Engaging enemy.
Eat this! Get the dog! We up now! One charge! How I floor with them!
Activating skill.
Criminal! Here!
A chance. There. Up to you, Reset.
Activating drive!
Initializing drive.
Mr. Salesian! Huh?
Reset.
I won't let this chance slip by. Activated skill.
Here's a little more.
Mr. Salesian!
Energy output max. Bam!
You're not getting away.
Blast off. They're down.
Nice. Got the stun.
Go, Capra.
My mic never feels like it's in the right place. I don't know why.
Activating skill.
Overkill. So this is the right way.
What do you expect?
So we need to not go the right way. Weak.
Activating combat system.
There! Now let's get back to business. There we go. Treasure located.
Crimson Tier. Okay. They really nerfed the shit out of like Evergreen and those items by like when they remade them for this game. Holy shit, they're not like they're good, but they're not nearly as good. And the like quest items, like the connection items and stuff like that are so much better.
Is there anyone here who's got some dirt on Van?
I don't think I have anything that would top what his best friend could share.
I have a story or two. I'll tell you about when Mr. Arkwright trained for 3 months at the Marduk.
Shut up! And why the hell do you know about that anyway?
Threat level high. Be extremely cautious. Got this in the back.
Activating skill.
With larceny.
You're tough. Reset. Sweep 'em.
Activating drive.
This'll hurt.
Finish him, Van.
Raging Buster! Go, Ketra!
Energy output at maximum.
Initializing drive.
Catcher, your turn. Huh?
I'm going.
So I'm using aerial dust over plasma, whatever it is, plasma ball, because it gives more hits, which chains the damage faster.
I suggest we strike now.
Bet this'll sting.
Make it count.
I always need more Septith, so.
This'll do the trick.
Energy output at maximum. Activating drive.
So yeah, you can see how much damage I do just because the chain effect is so high. 2.5 times damage is a lot.
Now's the time for shards.
These guys are now total cannon fodder.
There's still more.
Like, I'm not even at 400 yet, but oh well.
Let's finish the job. Activating skill. Have some more.
Catcher, your turn.
Energy output at maximum.
Initializing drive.
It helps that everything is weak to.
Don't mind me.
Going all in.
Pressure him and move in.
Activating skill.
Didn't get the death blow.
I'm going.
Activating drive.
Hearts damage up.
Here's our chance.
Energy
Initializing drive.
Mr. Salesian.
Here's our chance. There.
Mr. Salesian. Treasure located.
Okay. 3, 1.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
You kicked some real tail, Petra.
This is it. Activate charge.
Got him, boss.
Initiating preemptive strike.
Here goes.
Okay.
Up to you, Reset.
This is your chance for a shard boost. Activating drive.
Mr. Salesian!
I'm going.
Energy output maximum. Activating drive.
Your turn, Judith.
Activating skill.
Delay. Double stun, or no, single stun.
I'm going.
Activating drive.
I'm on it.
Age fully replenished.
Enemy suppressed. Let us proceed ahead. Treasure located.
Arc feather, wind mirage.
Adjusting augment.
Don't really need this.
Shard skills updated. That is a single element slot.
Drive or
Shard skills updated.
I don't need this. I do want airy bird.
Shard skills updated. Adjusting augment. That
Do I
is
not
a
have an
single
EP?
element slot.
I do have one EP. On Rosette. I do have EP cut. If I switch.
Shard skills updated.
This looks like a good spot to rest.
Whew, that hits the spot.
So fucking close.
Adjusting augment. That is a single element slot. Shard skills updated.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Need Prime Beast Flesh and Prime Beast Essence. So. Mamma Mia Penne. I haven't even been able to make this. Your prime beast essence.
Piece of cake. See, I can cook too, you know.
Wow, I need 10 beast essence. You get 1. $760K. A long way away.
That looks like a nice chest.
You're all. Hang on. So that way they will happen while I'm on break.
Now we're talking. That one looks tough. Get to work. Your charge attack is ready for use.
We can win right
Initiating attack. This is your chance for a shard boost.
Zeta, activate.
A good chance for a shard boost.
Please, breathe onto us. A chance. Activating drive.
Plasma sphere.
Here's some extra.
If you would. Here goes.
Activating skill.
There we go.
Your move.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Activating skill.
Got you.
Holoport A, now online.
Okay.
I can live with this. You were a great help on yes.
There. Take this.
Next one.
There.
Very well done. Boost gauge at maximum level.
There. Next. With that now. Use shards to get the upper hand. Take this. Too slow. There.
Glad that worked out okay.
Okay, there we go.
There.
Your charge attack is ready for use.
There. Too slow. There. That was it?
Looks like some good loot.
2. I'm a bigger fan of Mute City, but you know.
Watch it. There are enemies. There. It's over. With that.
Numerous enemy targets. Proceed with utmost caution. Activating skill.
Too slow. Too slow. Your move. Got you.
A chance.
Yeah.
Got you.
Hate to admit it, but you're a lot stronger than I thought you'd be. Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Seems you're rather capable.
Yeah, and the way you divided up the teams made a lot of sense.
Naturally. Rest assured, you can count on me to have everyone's backs.
Quite spry for an old man.
I can tell he's being sincere.
I understand now why Van trusts him so much.
It's over!
Magic attacks are most effective.
Let's finish this quickly.
Energy output maximum. Attack their weakness with an art.
Time to go all out! Keep it up!
Activating drive.
Initializing drive.
All right, so after this fight, we'll pick up the chest. Then it's going to be ads and break.
If you would.
Fucking hungry.
That looks like a nice chest.
Hey, let's go. All right. Oh, leveled up. So I'm going to take a break. There will be ads in about a minute. I'll be back in a few after the ads, although the ads should 3 minutes. And then I will pick up right where we are. I'll see you. Press the wrong button twice. I know what I'm doing. Oklahoma. Also, I'm here. Sorry about that. I have a phone call like at 1, right when I finish stream. And so I decided to eat a little snack and get some caffeine. Woo! Who am I? What am I doing? All right. Let's go.
An enemy model. Want to clear that?
There!
Magic attacks most effective.
Take this! There! Get to work!
Your charge attack is ready for use.
What?
Not done yet! There! It's over! This is it! Let's finish this round. Keep going!
Just
Blink!
explodorate it.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Carry a bomb. S tablets. Hairs. Very leveled up.
Commencing combat.
Take this!
Your charge attack is ready for use.
Too slow! There!
Very well done.
Fucking crab rave over here.
Strong enemy ahead. Caution advised.
Take this! Won't take long. Here goes! Here goes!
Oh my god, I got a third turn? Here's some extra.
You got this, Agnes! Gotcha!
Oh, I do have craft point charger on Aaron. That's fantastic.
That was nothing to sneeze at, Agnes. Good stuff.
Barry Judith Bearguard.
Commencing maintenance.
Fine, and yeah, that'll be okay.
Good
This
stuff.
could be a good stop.
Oh. We have new sub weapon. Wow. Well, we spent a boatload of money, but now we're significantly stronger. There's still no sign of any people or monsters. I don't know about you, but I'm getting bored of just running. How about you get to spilling? Time to tell us about Vam, buddy. Aaron. Yeah, I want to know too. I'll only tell you about the times when we were together, though. I believe you've already heard about his time in Aracion, which just leaves our time at Aramis. I really want to know, but still. Yes, please. We want to hear about the sordid deeds between him and Claire, too. As we really shouldn't. If you'd rather not be involved, we can run a bit ahead of you. Wait. Yeah, I thought so. More the merrier. Alright then. Why do I get the feeling Renee's telling him about my personal life as we speak? Well, he did say he was going to. And here we are missing out on the fun, so come on, out with it. Out with what? I want to hear everything that happened while you were at Aramis, of course. It sure feels to me like you were going out with Beauty's blade while you were there. Ugh. It isn't proper to pry into another's affairs, you two. Oh, but what an incredible coincidence it was that you happened to meet your friends again while at Aramis, huh? Just as bad as the rest of them. It's not like I'm that desperate to hide anything.
So, you know all about me growing up in an orphanage in Aracion. But after that, I ended up in the custody of another place. A lot happened after that, to say the least. Both good and bad. Then things changed again when I was 14, and I ended up somewhere else. That was when someone suggested I take the entrance exam for Aramis. And that was where we met again for the first time in 7 years. I had no idea what they'd been up to all that time, and they knew just as little about me. They're just some people you can't get away from, though, I guess.
Still, while neither of us knew exactly what happened to him, we could tell something had. We didn't try to push the matter. Instead, we rejoiced in our reunion and rekindled our old bonds. Much happened during our time together, including the school festival in late April and the student council president election. And through it all, we quickly went back to being as close as we were before. When I became student council president, the two of them even helped me with my work. Still, not everything could be the same as it was in the old days. It didn't take long for Van and Elaine to realize their attraction to one another. And during late autumn, the two of them confessed to each other and started dating. Having suspected how they felt towards one another since our childhood, the only surprise for me was that it took so long. Still, while it made me happy to see the two of them come together, I couldn't help but feel a little lonely to see them pair off without me. Did I have feelings for her? No, not at all. I had a girlfriend of my own at the time, and all in all, I was quite satisfied with my personal life.
Still, it was like most relationships at that age. It was never going to last. It was over and done in half a year. I think we'd just gotten carried away because we were so happy to be together again. I wasn't the only one with stuff going on either. I could tell she had trouble with her family even then. That's how relationships are. We probably would have taken it further, it just didn't work out that way. After that, we were both focused on the school festival as second years, and by that, I mean we were busy as hell. Preparations revolved around Renee as president, Elaine as vice president, and me working behind the scenes. Filled the whole thing with surprises. The performance at the end was some real unprecedented. The school principal may have been less than pleased by it all, but looking back, it was still a fond memory for me. You wouldn't believe how cute Elaine was then, or how much like an older brother Renee was with the way he looked out for us. But not long after, everything came to an abrupt end. The next student council election was held in May, and Elaine became its next president. Everyone, including us, expected that Van would go on to become her vice president, but it was not to be.
All the letter he left to me said was, "Sorry, take care of Elaine for me," while the one he left for Elaine contained a clumsily written apology. Neither of us were told anything about the reason behind his actions.
And that's how second-year student Van Arkwright dropped out before he could graduate. That was 7 years ago now. Well, 7.5 if you want to get nitpicky about it.
Man. Why did you? No, never mind. There were a bunch of reasons why I dropped out. One was that I just wasn't cut out for that life to begin with. Sure, you guys already know I'm not great in groups or being a part of something. Aaron's got a bit of that in him too, so I'm really hoping he doesn't end up like me. I don't think you need to worry about him. Still, you sure you're really as bad with groups as you're saying? Huh? Why would he just drop out like that? Sure, there's some reason, but no doubt he'd rather take it to the grave than tell us. Judging by that crap he was spewing this morning.
Vanna's going to be just fine.
Oh?
I believe the reason he said what he did this morning is the opposite. Because he's facing us head on. He's not trying to change the subject or gloss over how he's feeling. He's giving us a clear sign that something's wrong. We all know how he is. He's cunning but kind, and more dependable than anyone. And deep down, a little timid, too. That's why I'm not worried about him. He's going to be just fine.
What I've been hearing about Daybreak 2 and Kaino Kiseki, no, he's not going to be fine.
You have been doing a fine job.
He will
as the
survive,
chief of
maybe.
Arkwright Solutions. It seems to come to you naturally too, as does your consideration for all of us.
But he does not have a good time while doing it.
Yeah. I've always been good at looking out for others. I mean, look at how understanding you've been of my situation. I don't think Elaine and Kincaid are going to be satisfied with that explanation. Or the others in the office, for that matter.
I believe the time will eventually come for you to stop running and face everyone. Not just us, but your friends, your master, the people you live with. There are so many people who care deeply for you. I count myself among them.
It's honestly hard to watch you sometimes and not say anything. But at the end of the day, the responsibility falls to you before anyone else. And you need to be aware of that.
Good grief. I feel like I can hear everyone on Renee's side saying the same damn things. I'll settle this with myself eventually, if for nothing else but to make me look cool.
That sounds like a good start to me.
You do like to act cool after all.
We would all like to do what we can to help you when that time comes.
Perhaps he's finally losing his touch. Or more like it's time for him to finally pay the piper.
Damn, he's fighting a losing battle if even a schoolgirl can see through his act now. Feels like he's putting a pointlessly long abeyance on the inevitable while he tries to find himself to me, if I'm being real with you.
I could see the finding himself angle. Yeah. No idea what an abeyance is, though. I'm not sure it's quite that simple. Still, I believe in him. I know he'll stop averting his eyes one day. Not from us so much as from himself. And yes.
Listen to this girl.
It's that kind of straightforward honesty that has the greatest effect on him, I think. Perhaps if I'd been able to say the same to him 7 years ago. No. There's no use in dwelling on the past.
We're almost at the end of the corridor. Get ready, team. Now that we've come this far, I'm determined to make it to the end before he does. Let's get a move on. This isn't a race, you know. If I admittedly do want to see... get bonked. Do want to see everyone's faces as soon as possible. Too bad, your name's funny. Oh, hey guys. Hey guys. Got here at the same time, huh? Exhausted after all that running. Just glad we all made it here unharmed. Oh my, trust you didn't let any of our targets slip past you? Same question right back at you. Still, all of them appear to be behaving just as strangely as the ones from before. We're screwed! Screwed! I want my mommy. Please forgive us, boss, please. No, here, sir, I'm begging you. Let their fear take control of them. They even think they're talking to. Be careful, everyone.
What's happening?
Don't let it get the best of you!
Well, that thing looks spooky as fuck. Got a cryptid or something? Bloodthirsty demon Amdogilius.
An orc devil?
Van?
Pull yourself together, you mischief maker. Got it, Renee. You pampered prince. Don't you call me any part of that ever again.
It's good having friends, isn't it?
I refuse to lose to a being so unscientific.
We will back you up to the utmost of our abilities.
Please, Arusha! Keep us safe from harm!
I hope you don't think you can take down the Great Grimcat!
Assume its strength to be equal to a high-ranking cryptid. Here it comes!
Oh, this team is a mess.
Keep it up! It's working!
A good chance for a shark boost.
Going all in.
Blaze.
The start, go time!
Keep it up! It's working! It's up to you now!
I've got this! You're next!
This is your chance for a shard boost.
Transmitting code.
Okay.
Activate!
Barrier. Hell sandwich.
There! Make it count, Aaron!
Perfect chance!
A good chance for a shark boost. Certain arts work well on it.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Here's our chance!
This is your chance for a shard boost. And activating drive.
There!
Activating skill.
I'm going!
Activating drive.
This'll hurt.
Pulling bullets.
Take that. Take this.
Activating skill.
Here goes!
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Gotcha!
Initializing drive.
Here it goes.
There! Don't move, Ketra! They flint!
Activating skill.
Here goes! Blinking!
Woohoo! There's some damage.
Activating drive.
Don't move, Ketra!
So I guess whenever an enemy gets a turn that resets your chain, it's not just
Here goes!
whenever you get hit.
Here's a little more. Keep moving, Van!
You're open!
Here's our chance!
Activating drive.
This'll hurt! Yuspiana Havakbasna!
There! Don't move, Ketra! Here's our chance! Don't move, Ketra! I won't lose!
Okay. New material plus. Change phases. Ah! Calling its minions. Count 25 enemy spirits. No, 26. Kidding me. Must be using the fear of our original targets as a foothold to enter this world. Careless of me. Should have sent an alpha unit in after all. Damn right you should have. Whatever. I'll take this. What are you doing? Wait, you aren't. Man. Guess this will be my first time showing it to you directly, huh? Can't tell you how it works, but enjoy the show.
No, there will be no need for that.
Burgard, Zeros. And
I'll back you up.
Elaine. Hell, I thought you weren't going to be back till tomorrow. Must have really rushed everything to get back here earlier.
Yes, but I did everything that I needed to. So I'm not letting you have all the glory.
Ever the stubborn one, I see.
Have another person join you, Van. Everyone else, we will secure the left and right sides.
Thanks. Oh, come on. We just had our thunder stolen from us. We'll have to take out the others one at a time so that Van's team can focus on the largest target. Right. Or however I can. I'll get them all, even the ones in the middle. Yo, Zeros, it's time to go all out. I think it's got to be Petra.
I won't let this chance activate myself. A chance! There! Let's go down! Mary! Yuski ala haban basna! Reset! Activate!
Pop.
Activating shards.
Go time!
Now or never.
Activating skill.
I need some help, Fairguard. Activating skill.
Where'd he go? He's invisible. Good shot.
You'll be sorry.
Activating skill.
You're up, Aaron.
Eat this, sucker!
Talon Barrage. God, that is strong.
I'll turn the tide. Pump it up. A chance. Time for a new look.
We should go on the attack.
Make it count. Don't go easy on them. Here goes. Take this. Be gone.
Okay.
Here's our chance.
Mind Breaker.
Activating skill.
Play.
Activating drive.
Engaging skill.
Don't go easy on them.
Miss. Oh, and
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating skill.
I'm here to stop you. Exceed rank.
all right, he's down.
That's how it goes.
66.
I've grown a little.
Other U material. Take more than that to stop us. Can't sense her presence any longer. Space around us seems to have stabilized now, too. We're all unconscious by the looks of it. Do you think these creatures really appeared as a result of their fear? Indeed, they must have been underlings of the 77 devils described in the Testaments. This isn't the first time in recent years that such beings have emerged. Indeed, the last time was during the war, I believe. Pretty sure some showed up because of the Great Twilight. That they did, several even appeared in the Republic. How did something so significant end up down here? Really think these guys feeling cornered was the cause? Hard to say for sure. However, it's said that devils are drawn to the negative emotions of humans. Thankfully, that was the last of their ominous presence here. No longer sense them. Well done. Whew, what a relief. Never expected to find myself up against supernatural beings dead. We owe our victory to everyone fighting so valiantly. Yeah. Feeling jealous? A little, yes. Still, I'm glad it could happen. It feels like it's been 7 years in the making. Oh, so. Hoping everyone was too distracted from the fight to notice me transform.
Damn. We come down here after sensing some evil shit in the air, and what do we find?
Look at those church knights. Isn't our favorite couple of crackpots?
Looking for a fight, punk? Wait, was an Archdevil here?
I have to wonder if we were even needed, with our master already being here.
Not at all. You came at the perfect time.
Nice going, Elaine. Looks like you didn't arrive a minute too soon.
We could hear the fighting while we were on our way here. But you and your old friends worked together like a dream, huh?
A nice enough dream, I suppose. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
You're just imagining it.
Reporting in, sir. Those the rest of their members? Correct. Take them into custody. This should be the last of them. Feels to me like we were never needed here. I'm sure that's not true. We were able to lure out the bulk of Almada's remaining forces after all. Finally, we can take a break. Just glad we were able to smack some sense into those idiots while they went crazier than a palm sprouting tits. There are better ways of putting it. Still, I'm pooped. Same here. As soon as I realized it was over, my stomach started rumbling like crazy. No, it won't make up for everything you've done, especially in Erasion, so we can leave that for some other time. How about we head to the bistro work for a little celebration? Huh? Sounds like a plan to me. I've had my eye on that place for a while. Heard even the former president's a fan. Hold on, you two. Even our division chief speaks highly of it. Can't say I'm not curious myself. Place where you're staying, Master? I'm curious too. Won't we be troubling them by charging him unannounced with such large numbers? It's not an inn. It'd be best if we ask them first, but the owner's a generous man. He may well accommodate him. Wait, even you're on board with this? Not often we have the chance to go somewhere together, you know. I think it'd be nice to invite Brahmati too, and maybe some of my classmates, if that's alright. Can we invite Sarah and Shahina too, and Inspector Daswani? Works for me. Maybe I'll give Nina and Gotti a call so they can join in on the fun. I'll give Essie and Supervisor Giskar a call too. I can see Ashin and the others pitching a fit if they find out they weren't invited, so I better let them in on this. Then I'll reach out to Mom Mar post-haste. Did you have to encourage them? This is gonna be total chaos. My only reason is the one I stated. You're coming too, of course. Does that work for you too, Elaine? I suppose so. Just thinking about it takes me back to our school festival after party. There's no way this isn't gonna be way worse. Woohoo! I feel like we're pretty close to the end of this game. On hearing of their plans, Mom Mart's owners graciously allowed them an exclusive run of the bistro until 7 p.m. They then invited many of their friends and acquaintances to join them, amounting to more than modest celebration. Daswani's just like, what the fuck? How do they know all these people? Mom are making a killing today. With Almada's reign of terror at an end, they were able to let go and truly enjoy the moment. Risha, I still don't understand how, and despite most attendees rarely or never crossing paths, they opened up to each other in record time. Even celebrities like Judith, Nina, and the Crown Prince fit right in with the evening of merriment and delicious food. There were some who stepped over the line and ended up paying the price, but they only got what they deserved.
I can't believe even Sal ended up coming. This shit ended up being a crazier mess than I was counting on.
It is quite the mishmash of people. I never pictured Ren, the Gralsritter, and the Crown Prince to ever be in the same room. If you tried to tell someone who wasn't here about this guest list, they'd think you were making it up.
Especially so with unscrupulous celebrities like Risha Mao and Judith Lanster being here. Since we do owe them, however, I see no reason to drive them out.
I got no comment on either of them. Though Miss Vice President here might not be as up for letting some things slide.
Just how far stuck in the past are you? If nothing else, dealing with the Twilight forced me to be a little more flexible with whom I work. And I certainly doubt you could have triumphed in Oracion without the help of people from all sides of the moral spectrum.
Sure doubt it.
Realizing that you can't always keep it clean is a sign that you have truly matured. I'd wondered if the two of you would ever grow up. But at last, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Don't let me in with him.
Or maybe you two haven't changed in the slightest. Both exactly like you were in high school. Goes double for you then, you're still the same slave driver you've always been. Paid off though, the student council president to counseling the president. Be sure you've never been shy about your lofty ambitions. What's the plan then? Building a foothold in the CID, shooting through the police bureaucracy, then finally landing in politics? I won't deny it. Skill and knowledge only have meaning when you use them, and I intend to use mine. Of course, there are plenty of roads I could take to get into politics besides that one. Comes his boundless confidence. Not like he ain't got a good reason for it, though, but Bet your chief must have a hard time working out what to do with you. Well, she's a smart woman. I doubt she sees right through me. I don't doubt she sees. Found yourself a fine base of operations, haven't you? It's almost a shame the actual work you do from here is as shady as it comes. It really is a nice place, even if your landlords are sweet. Them being around has helped you achieve a balanced diet too, even if it probably still contains far too much. Who are you, my mother? If you think the work we're doing here is shady, maybe stop piling more on us. How are things with your dad, by the way? Heard he's at least cooperating with questioning. He is. I've started seeing glimpses of the man he once was. I didn't plan to stay in Aracion until a guilty verdict on his charges was reached, but my mother sent me away, saying she was sure I had something more important to do. Mom was always a strong woman, and it appears that she still is. Well, even if there's more to come, you must be feeling some relief that you have finally settled matters with him. I do. Half the reason I wanted to become a bracer was to clear my doubts about my father. I hate how those doubts turned out to be justified, but even still, he'll always be family to me. Though it led me to being the one to charge him, I don't regret the path I chose. Now I can dedicate my days to mulling over what being a bracer really means to me. Time for me to consider my personal goals, to find out how I can wield my sword for my sake. Like I can finally see things for what they truly are for the first. Maybe you should try aiming for that unofficial S rank then. You know you got the determination to work for it. I don't know about that, or why you know about that rank for that matter. But now that I have a clearer head, I feel like even A rank is too high for me as I am. So since the higher-ups rejected not only my resignation, but my request for a rank decrease, I'll just have to make peace with it. Even asked for a demotion, huh? Damn, you really gotta learn to open up. Yeah, you said your dad was half the reason Embracer, right? What was the other half? What? Like, did something happen in school between me dropping out and graduation? You could say that, I suppose. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, not in the slightest. Got it. Good deal, did I screw up or something? Do nothing but screw up with Elaine. Me and my big mouth. Stop whispering over me. Honestly, boys. No, I heard how the two of you had a whale of a time on your own little gathering following the school festivals after. How disgraceful. Look, just because Ren brought his older girlfriend along doesn't mean we were looking to get into trouble. We just wanted to drink some stuff our square of vice pres would have had our heads over. We didn't have a choice but to out. But we certainly saw some stunning clientele at that place my ex picked out. Don't tell her that. I knew it. You supported me during the student council elections, but you were getting up to such debauchery behind the scenes. And out of nowhere, you just leave that letter and... Sorry, bringing that up again is hitting below the belt, isn't it? Whose playbook? Besides, I'm the one who's in the wrong here. You don't need to apologize. Man.
If I'm allowed to stay on this subject, then please at least answer one question for me. Not why you left us behind. Why you wouldn't let us help you. I know we were at that age where we weren't quite adults, but we weren't children either. Maybe we couldn't have helped much even if we tried. But it's been 7 years, and all of us are grown now. And we're not the only ones who want to help you. All of your part-timers do too, along with so many others. Is there nothing we can do? Can you still not rely on us?
Sorry.
Elaine.
I know what you're going to say. I'm sorry, Van. I overstepped my boundaries there.
Like I said, I'm the one who's in the wrong. So you know, you're right to be mad at me. And honestly, it makes me kind of happy that you are. Thanks.
You are so uncool.
Yeah, no arguments here.
It goes beyond uncool. It's almost painful to watch sometimes. You try your best to come across as apathetic about everything, but it's obvious as can be that you're faking it.
I agree. We bracers might get labeled something as embarrassing as allies of justice, but you're the one acting more like a kid's idea of cool. Someone who's so soft that he can't bear to turn his back on anyone in need.
Hit the nail on the head. You're softer than half the candy you eat, and aren't even aware of it.
You guys can stop dunking on me anytime now.
Poor guy.
Putting aside your uncool demeanor, then you could probably stand to be a little more like the adult you are in front of your employees.
Damn, fun's over already?
We didn't mean to butt in. We just wanted to tell you that it was about time for the party to break up.
That doesn't really track with how hard you were trying not to be noticed.
How long have you guys been there?
Pardon us. We arrived roughly around when you said thanks.
You are so hopeless. You can sniff out just about anything, but you couldn't catch a whiff of us right around the corner.
Elaine! We're heading back to the branch now. What are you gonna do?
We won't stop you if you were planning a little one-on-one time with your friend there.
Of course I'm not. I'll, come down and join you.
I'm planning to return to the office as well. Will you be accompanying me, Kincaid?
If I may, I will be right there.
Aw, there were so many cute girls here I felt like I was clicking with too. I can stay longer, right, sir?
Are you out of your mind? You have reports to write.
I feel you, young man. I feel you so much it hurts.
Honestly, I'm of the same mind. But it isn't right to deny the regulars of their bistro any longer.
Thanks for inviting me, Van. I had a lot of fun here, too.
I am so very honored that you extended an invitation to my humble self as well.
Fuck you, Sal.
We didn't. Why did you even come?
My bad. I just wanted the hot dancer, but he ended up tagging along.
So it was your fault.
Okay. That was fun. It's nice that we get a little moment with everybody. November 30th, 7:51 p.m. Or Maxim, dude.
I still can't believe it. You really went to Aramis then?
Yeah, though I dropped out.
Stage performance you did when you were a student was bonkers. Albert was almost starry-eyed when he was watching it. He started going on about how we had to do something at least as good.
I was not, and I did not.
Well, may it serve as inspiration while we start ironing out what we want to do for our own festival. Goodbye for now, Van. Thank you for inviting us.
There were so many interesting folks. I had a blast chatting them up.
Glad to hear it. What about you? Had fun?
Well, the food was pretty stellar, and it was exciting to meet so many different kinds of people. Whatever. Thank you for inviting me, sir.
Aw, sir. Look at him being so sweet.
Sweet now, but will he go back to sour later?
You don't need to analyze me.
Good?
Oh, it's nothing.
The train arriving on platform 2 will be traveling through the Aubert district to...
There's our train.
You gotta go on, yes. Right. Don't worry. It really is nothing. It's been a challenging day, so I hope you got a lot of rest.
Same to you. Not all. Whew, it's only 8 and I'm already feeling beat. Just my imagination, right? Got with all of Almada's leftovers, my nose ain't picking up anything out of the ordinary either. But...
I doubt I'll sniff out anything more tonight. Better to focus on clearing out the 4 SPGs I've got piled up over the next couple days. I should make the rounds and see what else I can wrap up. I'm sure there's something.
Okay. I'm just gonna skip the timer and play the ads now. And I'll see you in 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom while ad is going. And then that should take us all the way to the end of the stream. I do have to wrap up just a few minutes before 1. I have a meeting at 1, so we'll deal with that when we get to it, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The ads are going for another minute and a half. Got a bunch of stuff that we need to do. Got a movie. Quest, at least one quest to do. And then, which should give us enough points to get AAA rank. Pretty great. A couple of events. Yeah, we'll do all those things.
Lander launched.
We've got Catra, Judith, A. So we'll do Burgard, Judith, and Catra, because I don't really mind doing Kincaid, like not doing Kincaids. Like this is not one that you get an item from. So we can do these 3 once we do the quest. I think we should get 3. If not, I'll just Catra. All right, ads are done. So we've got a couple things to do. Got a movie to see. One, two, three. Short a couple of brochures, which means I probably missed a movie. But we got a quest right here.
Let's see what we've got.
Something I would like to tell you, Spriggan. Please decode this and arrive at the truth. I shall be waiting. So this will be one of the later things. Hell's this? Dear Spriggan? Looks suspicious at least. Alright, my interest is piqued. This message here must be the code he was telling me to look into. First task, go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steeds descend. Seems innocent enough. Don't know what they're after, but I'll play along for a bit and see what's up. It'd be very funny if this ended up being, what's his bucket? Phantom Thief. Blue Blanc. That would be very funny to me. Yes, Mom, I get it. I promise I'll be back in time for New Year's. Go ahead and talk to Grammy. What? You already told her? Why wouldn't I? You already went off gallivanting all over Erasion without even telling us. Not to mention you went what the tabloids have been saying about you. Do you have the slightest idea of how worried we've been over you? I can explain. Make sure you get all your affairs in order and tie yourself up before you come here, understand? By the way, if there's a special someone you've Just getting serious with you. You can totally bring them over with you if you want. Your mom won't mind. Give me a break. You're asking the impossible. Bit of an important family call. I won't butt in. From the sound of it, she's talking to her mom. As far as I know, she was a theater actress and the second Grim Cat. Tough not to crack. Grandma's probably worse, though. She was a chanson singer and the first Grim Cat. Wouldn't want to mess with her. Realize I have better things to do with my life, right? Like, I don't know, my career is the biggest movie act. Excuse me, what do you mean look for someone at work? You're not seriously expecting me to do that. Well, I walked into the bathroom. I don't know. Building. Oh God, help, please. Okay, so that was one. To the Tyrell district. Go to the cinema.
Thank you for your visit.
Golden Blood, Wolves Requiem. We haven't seen the Climber Story one.
Today. Hello. Showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Documentary is a dramatization of a memoir left behind by a mountain climber. Brutal intensity of mountaineering is laid bare against the ethereal beauty of Calvart's most famous peaks and valleys. Most impressive of which is Tian Shan Mountains in the eastern region of the Republic. Nicholas, the author of the memoir, serves as a narrator as the team ascends the mountain using a route that was believed to be unscalable.
This isn't the first time I've gazed at the gaunt face of death. It awaits us all at the bottom of the abyss, yearning for our fall when a boulder bars our way. I've never seen a mountain rob the hope of the climbers challenging it. That is, not before today. It's been 10 days since we started our ascent, yet the summit is not even in sight. When you scale a mountain, death scales right behind you. Elman, Massive, and Gessner were among the greatest mountaineers in all the world. Yet even they were claimed by death while on the climb to the top. Man is utterly powerless before the mountain. The frailty of humanity is unmasked in the face of nature's raw majesty. So then, why does man climb the mountain?
Captain Kirk is...
And to that I say, I do not know.
Why is he climbing a mountain?
All I know is that the vast world beyond the summit has seized hold of my soul, and it will never let go.
Ben, is that you? Who it is? You come here all by yourself? Maybe. I was thinking it might be nice to maybe catch something, and then before I knew it, I found myself here. Come here to watch this movie too? Guess you could say that. Or to pick a documentary. One of the better genres to enjoy by yourself, in my opinion. Know what you mean. Before I knew it, I was completely sucked into what was going on. Except at one point, I suddenly saw Dingo in my mind. He didn't look like he was sad or in pain or anything. He was smiling softly. He looked like he was in such peace. Made me so happy to see that. Really happy, as a matter of fact. Sorry, I must sound crazy right now talking like that. Nah, not at all. Hearing that from you honestly brings me a little comfort. Thanks, Mariel. Yeah, I missed one movie somewhere along the way. Which is... fucking on brand to me.
Let's do this.
Welcome to Erland, sir. Guess it's time for me to leave.
Gonna eat something?
Fraser hangout. Good work out there, Elaine. You too, Fee. I don't even know how to begin thanking you. Actually, are you two okay coming along? I know you just got done with all that. It was mostly just talking. I'm good to go for a little while longer. Really held your own, Regina. I'm impressed. I heard you helped keep Edith safe while I was away. Even you-know-who had some good things to say. He was just being nice. I really do depend on him too much. The topic of you-know-who, was he helpful out in the old capital? He didn't do anything reckless out there, right? Like get himself into trouble? Please tell me he didn't get in your way. I wonder. That concern I hear? No, I don't want a coworker making us look bad. Hope he's doing okay for his sake. I know he's been worried about looking good lately. Because he's got that promotion line. Just worried he's asking riskier, especially with what happened with Ewan. True, bracer ranks are more than just skill. There's a fair bit of luck to the equation too. But Alvis will be fine, rest assured. He looked real shaken when he heard about that Ewan guy. He turned right around and backed us up the whole way, along with Lahad and Jiaoling. Seemed like proof enough to me that he knows how to focus and prioritize. See, well good. Better be able to clear his head and like that if he wants to get that B rank. There it is. Now she's speaking. You know, you're not far off yourself. Why not join him on the job now? Maybe. I'll give it some thought. Huh. Looks like Elaine and the other bracers are having an after party. Thought they all split up after they got back. Not a group I want to stick my nose in, but they might take it the wrong way if I pretend I don't see him. Aren't you? Oh, Van, doing the rounds as usual. We didn't have any requests to handle, so we decided to enjoy ourselves a bit. Thanks for keeping an eye out. We didn't see anything out of the ordinary on our end. Oh, it's nothing. Just wrapping up some errands of my own. Ladies, take it easy here. Don't go overboard with the hard stuff. Well, if I do end up too sloshed to walk home, maybe I can call in a certain someone to escort me? We'll take any 4 SPG, right? Whew. You are already sauce. Looks like you've got a rough night coming up, Alvis. I'm joking. I would never do something so demeaning. I imagine you're pretty exhausted yourself between today's incident and the mess in the old capital. Got a brief bit of calm before the storm, so make sure to rest up tonight. Yep, back at you. Okay. Go to Bradley Garage. Go to the stable along the river upon which the injured iron steeds descend. It's gotta be the body shop, yeah? Well, I'm here now. Now what? Hey, Juniper. Van's here. There you are. Good on you for solving that riddle. Put up the request then? Oh, nope, not me. Just heard through the grapevine that it was going on and offered to lend a hand. No way I wasn't gonna pitch in. Into what? Be straight with me here. Leave all the questions for later. Took the subway here, yeah? I assume your car is gonna be in its usual garage. Mind if I go get it? I came out of nowhere. Y'all should have a key already since this is where I bring my car to get serviced. What are you up to, though? Nothing bad. Surprise! Getting a nice free car wash on your deer truck. Looker here's gonna give it his best shot, too, so get her nice and shiny. Oh, okay. Thanks for the offer. Well, out of nowhere, though. I definitely like that, but let me pay for it. Nothing scares me more than stuff. Hey, absolutely not. It's fine. Don't lick a gift car wash in the water. But seriously, we don't need your money. Done a splendid job right here of not looking suspicious, you know. Look, Van, don't play hard to get here. Won't owe us a thing. Clients are already paid in full. So just shut up and get your car washed. Fine, who the hell puts up an order like this? Fine, since you insist, I'll leave you to it. Great, let me go get her. Don't go, better get your butt in gear while I'm away for the best car wash ever. I gotta. Jennifer immediately left for Old Town. When she returned, she did so with Van's pickup truck, bringing it into the shop. Okie dokie, your baby's here. Leave it all to us. She'll shine so bright you won't even need to turn on your headlights. We got a nice waterproof wax finish on the outside and a nice thorough vacuuming on the inside. Don't worry about all the small details. Uncle's gonna handle the real delicate. Who's you? Thanks for giving it the works. And I need to polish her myself for a while with all that. You won't regret it. Always nice to work on a car as nice as yours. Well, suppose I have to give you this now. Here, get going to the next place while we clean your car. Next, wait, there's more? Second task. On the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. Him to accomplish this task. For the riddle. This one ain't any easier than the last one. Sure, you have questions, and I can't answer any of them. So don't bother asking and go solve the riddle instead. Fine. I guess I'll head over to the next spot then. Thanks a bunch, you two. Have a good one. I don't get it. What's the point of getting my car washed? What's this client of theirs up to? Juniper and Bradley in on that. Can't be that bad, right? No point worrying now. If I want an answer, I'll probably gonna have to find one myself. Okay, so I think that's the department store. What is it, Weston? Western department store? Store for every man? Yep, looks like I'm right. On the gateway to our fair capital lies a merchant whose store carries varieties for every man. It's gotta be the department store, yeah? But what am I supposed to do here? Well, you happen to be Mr. Van Arkrad, sir. Yeah, that's... I see. Congratulations, sir. You are precisely the 333rd customer to visit our store today. Allow me to present you with a gift in honor of this moment. Sure? An all-expenses paid invitation to a bathing facility in Tryon Tower. Massage included too, so I believe it would be a fine way to rest away your weariness. Wait, what? Since when is there a thing to give out this stuff this fancy for just wandering in at the right time? They're not to your liking, sir? No, it ain't that. Sounds amazing, trust me. And please accept it with our blessing. Allow me to give you this, too. Another riddle, huh? Last task, reach the place in the business district where 3 pillars stand and you can hear the rushing water. I will await you there. Last one, huh? Well, I will leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. 2 unexpected but awesome gifts. My clients aim here to put me in their debt, to get me to let my guard down? Man, I still got no clue, but I guess I might as well see this through to the end. The business district is Seedon. Yep. 3.
Off we
Go
go.
to the subway entrance. I don't actually know where. Only 2 pillars on that building, but it says to go there, so we're going there. Oh. Oh, their logo is 3 pillars. You know, that's a good one. Well done. Fair enough, game. The 3 pillars stand and you can hear the rushing water. That's my best guess. The hotel has those 3 pillars on the logo. I wonder what they got in store this time. Welcome to the Maserati Hotel. We've been expecting you. Oh, hey, Rumsfeld. Been waiting for me? Guess that means you got tied up in this thing, too. Indeed, I did. But first, why not sit down and relax? Surely all this adventuring has made you rather tired. Feel free to unwind while we prepare the grand finale. Well, what's that supposed to be? No point in getting all worked up about it. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Arkwright. 3 cheers for your efforts. Wait, what? What the hell is this? It's a reward for your tireless work, Mr. Arkwright. Bon appetit. Seriously, though? Idios, did I die the other day? Am I in heaven? This is a mountain of sweets, and it's all mine. Wonderful to see you so delighted. The least we could have done, truly. Okay, hold the phone for a sec. Without even getting into how the hell I'm gonna eat all this without gaining a billion Keurig. What's the catch here? Not saying I don't trust you, but I kinda don't trust you. It's too good to be true. Too nice. Hell are you getting at? Nothing, Mr. Arkwright. Don't be so presumptuous. Wait, you? You dragged the whole damn city in here for this? That flustered look on your face is just too cute. Well worth the effort of gathering everyone here. Pieces coming together now? Why all these friends and acquaintances of yours are here? No? I mean, I already got your money, so I really don't need to pay me back for anything. We do. We all wanted to get together to show our appreciation to you, hardworking Spriggan who's helped us all through this wild year. And that's literally just my job. I don't get it. You're my clients, and I'm your Spriggan. That's all there is to it, really. Read the room, doofus. A lot more personal way of thanking you. The thanks transcend Miro, my boy. This, we felt, was the best way to show our gratitude. We owe it mostly to Berzelia, though. He did all the heavy lifting. We thought this might make you happy, and made us happy to get back to you. We didn't bungle it, did we? People are impossible. But thanks. What a day. Likes it. I'm happy to see that. Well, without further ado, let's bring out his presents. Ben and his clients reminisced over tea, his diligence and leadership vivid in their minds. One by one, familiar faces walked up to the Spriggan seat. You remember us, Van? You helped us out with the registry. Work. Hey, don't go blurting that out loud. Anyway, I gave it all back after that. You really saved me there. Heard you have a sweet tooth, so we got you some cream puffs. Made sure to get plenty. Hope you like them. But since you got my wallet back, I haven't lost it again. Give me real peace of mind. I can live my life again. Thank you so much for saving me from that stalker. Sure thing. Not here to pay anything off. I'm just here because it sounded fun. You like acting all jaded and glum, but there's a softy side that always shines through. You're having fun, aren't you? But I didn't ask to have fun. Thanks again for helping with that pendant. If it wasn't for you and your group, I never would have gotten to know Bruno like that. Thanks, I brought you some Engadin from Basel. It's already here on the table, so I hope you like it. Engadin? Damn, you know your sweets, huh? Honestly, I wasn't expecting to you to show up in the first place. Hadn't been planning on it, honestly. Somebody wouldn't stop nagging me about it. You still remember when I had you look for my boyfriend? Happy I was able to finally get closure. I hope Mark did too. So I went and got you a chocolate cream pie. Share it with all the others in your office, will you? Thanks for helping us test out our little puzzle game. Thanks, we'd like to give you some gum. We're planning to give out as game reward. This one's just a trial run, just for you. Come on, join in the fun again sometime. Sure, if I feel like it. Taught me a lot about security on the orbital net. Been a lot more careful since me out. Well, that's good. Glad to hear you keep it safe. Really helped us out back there. Yeah, I don't even want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't taken that request. Still here, thanks to you. Here's some homemade chocolate for you. Poured our all into this. Real big ones for you. The rest are for the other people in your office. Just share with them, okay? Of course, I'm not that greedy. Come on. Thanks. I'll dig in later. For helping my dad. Thanks to you and my son, I've cut ties with that awful place for good. We got you a cheesecake as thanks. Thank you again for helping out this afternoon. Still got a lot of stuff to work out, but we're moving in the right direction now. All thanks to you that I was able to see my grandmother. I want to thank you again. Got you a famous financier cake from Anchorville. Enjoy it. Oh, wow, now you piqued me. Honestly, I didn't do that much. A whole cake for some spriggan like me? Right, I believe we're last up. I apologize for the trouble. You really did save me there. Thank you ever so much. Me too, thanks. Allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude once more. Didn't realize she was so small. She's tiny. She a child? I don't understand. But what might have been following the young miss had you not helped. Okay, I'm grateful. Don't know what the hell I'll store all this, though my fridge ain't that big. You just have to get to eating then. Honestly, though, lighten up. Keep trying to brush off all the thanks and appreciation, but why? Too old to be an edgelord, man, said the wannabe gangster. Ah, youth. On the subject, the young Mrs. Father wished to thank you as well. He has more in store for you than just the Tryon Tower Hot Spring. We'd like to invite you and all of Arcred Solutions to a gourmet dinner at the Maserati Hotel's restaurant. Wait, seriously? That's a real bushy place, isn't it? Shit, I can't turn that down, though. I've heard the legends about the seasonal fruitcake. Wonderful, I'm sure Father will be happy to hear that. Honestly, I feel kind of bad for having you guys do all this for me. But thanks. Alright, I get it. Got the point across. And just let us thank you, you old grump. So the surprise Van Appreciation Day party continued in earnest. All the sweets couldn't get around to tweeting got carted off to the office. Eventually, the party drew to a close after Van mingled with his clients and friends and thoroughly gorged himself. The day wasn't over just yet. Van met a familiar face as he left the hotel. Goddess almighty, why'd they have to gang up on me like that? That's not right. I'm allergic to kindness. Yeesh, I'm stuffed. Gonna have to hit the gym, it feels like. Sounds like a good problem to have. Maybe, but it ain't my style. Big bunch of softies, they were. Kind of funny, honestly. I always see the dark side of humanity in my line of work. But this was the opposite. Ain't got a clue how I stumbled into something selfless like that. Really? Who's the true softie? The clients or the spriggan who went above and beyond to give him the peace of mind? Oh, shut up. Something tells me this whole thing was your doing, am I wrong? Right again. So the young miss came up with the idea, in fairness. She wanted to show her thanks, so she asked her butler to do the rounds. Found this young businessman, you might know him, name's Roderick. His face lit up like a match when he heard your name. Yeah, I guess you did hit it off a bit. That led them to me. I'd already done some research into you on Berzelia's behalf. Figured I'd lend a hand as thanks for how you helped Dingo. That was nothing. Wait, back up a bit. What do you mean you did some digging? Exactly what it sounds like. Pardon my nosiness. You're an interesting fellow, you know. Dingo told me a thing or two about you, and I can't deny it got me curious. I make for a good article. Arkwright the anti-hero. Not the man Edith deserves, but the man Edith needs. How am I supposed to keep a low profile if you slap my face on the front page? Wondering how that kid got all those guys together. That was the trick, huh? Righto. Gotta hand it to her. I didn't think we'd be able to put on that big a party on such short notice. She even roped the department store and that mechanics place. Dude, she's something else. It all worked to perfection. Big old party with enough sugar to put you in a coma. Come to think of it, that would make for a great article too. I can see it now. Got it. An anti-hero's welcome. Arkwright sheds tear, a touching tribute. Would you knock it off with the anti-hero shit? And I was not crying. Whatever you say. If you don't mind, I'll be keeping track of your exploits here on out. Hey, give a man a break, will ya? Have to keep an eye out for him, too. Well, guess the Cherno's gotta eat.
That takes care of that.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Points. Okay, well, that's that down.
What's next?
Oh, I only get the 2, so it's going to be Ketra and Judith. Max them out. Especially Ketra, because I use Ketra a lot. Hey, you're working late. Oh, hi, Van. Care for some stargazing tonight? Sure, why not? Heard you were up here, so I thought I'd come and watch with you. Especially because I didn't get the chance back in Basel since we were so busy. Could have just said something. No offense, but adults have such strange habit of keeping those things to themselves sometimes. Anyway, your timing is perfect. I just finished setting up the telescope. That's the one you keep in your room, right? Looks pretty old. Had it for a while? Yeah, I used this all the time when I was at the professor's house. Doesn't hold a candle to the one at the observatory in terms of how much you can see, of course. It's good enough for some casual stargazing, which is why I still have it. Want to check it out? Sure. You'll have to teach me how to use it, though. Never used one of these guys. That's fine. I'll demonstrate for you. Stay right next to me. Just have to bring it into focus, and there. I landed up with the first star in the great Skedar Triangle. Have a look. Awesome. Let's check out that bad boy. This is really close. Man, that's neat. You can barely see it with the naked eye. No, it looks a little blurry to me. Should I try twisting the dial like you did? Ketra? That's okay. You just keep looking. I'll turn the dial for you. How's it now? Can you see it any better? Now we're in business. You can see so much more detail like this. All I could see before was it just twinkling away in the sky. Make it sound like this telescope was anything special, but I can even see the star wobbling, kind of like it's like a desert's heat haze. Typically only observe that in a constellation star specifically. Stars that don't form a part of a constellation don't have that. The shimmer is less pronounced and move more irregularly, and also... And continued admiring different stars as he and Ketra talked about telescopes and other subjects in astronomy. I'll admit, I had never really given much thought to this sort of thing until now. Stars are pretty cool to look at, aren't they? Oh, absolutely. If you're interested in learning more about astronomy, I've got some books I'd be happy to lend you. One that Graham wrote a long time ago that I definitely Whoa, slow down, sport. But I get the recommended read some other time. See the glimmer in those eyes. If we start right now, we're not going to be done till we can't even see the stars anymore. Okay, next time. See, you're real passionate about stargazing. When did you start? It's all thanks to Gran. She's the one that introduced me to engineering and academia in the first place. She taught me that an engineer's priority is the betterment of lives, and that we uncover the true ways of the world only through academia. I've always believed in that. I've always believed that I wanted to devote myself to them wholeheartedly, just like Grant has. With any luck, I hoped I could even come to terms with myself and truly understand the meaning of my own existence. But I haven't felt this strongly recently. Seeing engineering used to bring harm to other people is disheartening, to say the least. You mean those nuclear weapons, or are you talking about the Genesis? Both. The invention of something as terrible as nuclear weapons has called those beliefs into question in the first place. The Genesis, I can't help it. They bother me. They're prototype ordnance, but they've gone from tools of observation to tools of destruction. Makes me wonder, what sort of world was it that Professor Epstein wanted to learn about? I got this telescope from Gran a long while ago, but I never forgot what she told me when she gave it to me. Astronomy is the foundation of all learning. Use this as your foundation, and start thinking and reflecting on such matters for yourself. I think I get it. Astronomy is about examining Adios's miracles through a scientific lens, the ultimate goal being to learn more about our world. Can I ask how you felt tonight, looking up at the stars through my telescope? What did you think of? I had to put in sheer size of what's out there. It's so hard to wrap your head around, you can't describe it as anything short of a miracle. Just puts things into perspective. Can't help but feel tiny looking up at the night sky, like small change in the grand scale of things. Well, sorry if I was too cliche for you or whatever. It's just how I felt. You can stop laughing now. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you. You're the only person I know who'd word it quite like that. Always looked at the world through a researcher's eyes, all while trying my best to follow in Gran's footsteps. Sometimes I worry if those ideals are holding me captive, or if I'm missing the forest for the trees, or the galaxy for the stars in this case. You know much more about the world than I do, Van, not just the superficial stuff. I wanted to know what someone like you saw in those same stars. Hearing you say that was a relief. you and I see isn't so dissimilar. And if someone like you sees that too, then I'm not as lost as I thought I was. I can still try and follow in Grant's path. I haven't lost sight of it yet. What you said helped reassure me of that. A lot to take away from my dumb ass, but sure. Whether you and I see things the same way or not, if you love and cherish what you see, even after everything you've studied, then that's your world, Katra. No one can take that away from you. You know, Van, I think you're right. You know, I only am who I am today thanks to Gran and everyone else in my life. With everyone's help, we can make sure technology is used to finally grasp the truth in the world around us. That is the world I live in and want to continue living in. I wouldn't have it any other way. It sounds to me like you got nothing to worry about. You're exactly right where you need to be. Katra, Van, there's you two. Sorry. You must be awfully close if you're spending time alone looking at the stars together. Not like that, really. Sorry for hogging them all night. You definitely did, you little thief, you. What have you two been talking about, huh? The stars. Nothing much, really. Just small talk. Nothing that would interest you, Essie. Esmeralda happily joined them, and together the three of them kept chatting and looking at the stars, if only for a while longer.
Detecting rise in body temperature. Are you okay, Katra?
I'm fine, I swear.
Another SCLM-5. Okay.
What's next?
Van received a call from Judith. Together they headed to the site of Grimcat's supposed latest heist. Thank you for coming, Van. Don't sweat it. If something's bugging you, better to take care of it ASAP. What are we looking at? Is this Grimcat hit? In the fake Grimcat? Fake calling card left behind. Phantom Thief Grimcat has stolen your treasure. Chicken scratch on a dirty piece of paper. No, right? Right? Talk about disrespect. If you're going to go around posing as me, they could at least put some effort into it, matching the stationery. Really what bothering you here? Actually, no. How'd you even get that in the first place? After tracing their steps, I was able to predict where they would strike next. Sort of. Got here after the fact, but I did manage to beat the cops by a bit. All fry if they can shake you off, at least. Yeah, they got the acrobatics to match, at least. But I'm sure it's just a matter of time before I catch up, though, so I figured I'd call in the cavalry just in case. Ben and Judith set off in pursuit of the fake Grimcat. Judith's investigation suggested the fake Grimcat would strike multiple targets in one night. The goal was to catch the fake Grimcat before they struck again. Footmarks are faint, but they're visible. Pretty clear the perp's been running on the rooftops. They have the gall to steal my name, but not my methods? Run on walls, damn it, not rooftops. They're a lousy Grimcat copycat, huh? They aren't targeting the rich and corrupt either. They've widened the scope to ordinary citizens. That just makes them a common thug. No, they're worse than that. They're pure and utter scum. Grimcat is a virtuous thief who only steals to punish the wicked, and dirtbags only interested in lining their own pockets. Damn, you sure are pissed about this. How could I not be? I inherited the mantle from Mom and Grammy. That role means the world to me. Not just that. This is the way of life I've believed in since I was a little girl. I just happen to be very proud of it. But of course I'm angry. The name is being dragged through the mud by a money-grubbing asshole. Alright, time to rein it in. Get why you're mad as hell, but you're gonna need to cool your jets before we go after this imposter. You might be a superpowered badass thief lady, but you're still human. One careless move and it could be curtains for you. Fine, I get the picture. Guess I am a little heated right now. Gotta ask though, since it's on my mind, why are you going this far to help me out? I thought you didn't work for free. Copycat only started prowling the streets this past week, yeah? You weren't so busy helping us clean up the mafia, you'd have mopped the floor with this 2-bit crook by now. Kind of in this mess because of me, so I figured I should pay back the debt I owe. Why are you giving me that look? Oh, nothing. It's just that while I do appreciate the help and everything, something you said rubbed me the wrong way. Always pay off the debt or settle my debt with you. Doing favors isn't like paying off a bar tab, you know. You aren't one to pull your punches, are you? Got that right. I like to be frank with people, whether they're a close friend or a complete stranger. While I'm on a roll, I might as well tell you, you're not off the hook for that little incident in Long Lie. You hear I was thinking what happened in Long Lie would stay in Long Lie. Why don't I just turn the other cheek? Will another slap help me forgive and forget? No way. I won't let you off that easy. Together they continued following the imposter's trail. By cross-referencing the leads they had so far with information on the Orbital Network, they finally identified the culprit. Then, taking candy from a baby. Better stow the goods back at base before I go out for round 2. Stop. This really is your base. Huh? The real Grimcat? Take your jaw off the floor, faker. You didn't really think you'd get away with using my name forever, did you? Well, not a bad little operation you had going here. After getting fired from the circus, you took to performing on the streets. When things started getting hectic, the opportunity to copy Grimcat and steal shit was just too good to pass up. How do you know so much about me? Whatever. I've been in tighter pinches than this. Huh, your impression ain't half bad. Is now really the time to mess with me? He's getting away. I think not. Oh. How are you doing down here? I heard some unsavory rumors regarding a Grimcat imposter and decided to investigate the matter myself. So it's clear now it would have been swiftly resolved regardless of my intervention. Right, I totally could have handled this on my own. Still, thanks, Yin. Well, that's what's done is done. Let's get out of here. They then left the apprehended imposter in front of the police station with a note from the real Grimcat. After visually confirming the culprit's arrest, the three once more vanished into the night.
You sure know how to turn on the charm. Not that you can outcharm me, of course.
Well, you certainly tried. Okay, so I think that's everything. Oh.
Off we go. Gotta keep this up.
AAA rank! Headquarters is sure to be impressed.
I'll gladly take that.
Ultium Garb. 900 HP, 90 EP, prevents ailments, strength, defense, ATS, ADF, speed, +9. That seems fairly good. ADF 150. Yeah, that's fucking bananas. $13,000 HP. God damn, dude. Oh, wait, I had it. There it is. 9 movies watched. Here, all balm. We have 3 more quests, 3 gifts, and then 23 chests remaining. Let's call it a day. The next 3 days leading up to the festival swept through like a whirlwind. That's a glass table. Don't just drop that on there. Though the trouble with Armada was recent, there was very little in the way of problems relating to them. Instead, most of Arkwright's solutions work consisted of subcontracted tasks and other matters. As if celebrations were already upon them, they found themselves rewarded with not just Mira, but food and other material gifts as well. Those, together with the gradual increase in decorations strewn about the city, made them keenly aware of the festival's approach. Each of Van's assistants also found themselves considering their respective futures in response to what he said. With all this in mind and more, it felt like a grand event was destined to become the turning point in their lives. The day approached with much suspense both at home and abroad for what was to come following a memorial service set for Cray. was the unveiling of the Republican Army's next generation of weapons. Number of VIPs would soon descend on the Capitol, making ready to take part in the moments both solemn and merry. But the night before the Revolution Festival had an early surprise in store. Be on guard for the 7th Genesis at the Revolution Festival tomorrow. C. With C. Same C? December 3rd.
When's it starting?
Anti-district. It's almost 10 a.m. You kept sweating longer. Look at all the people. I spy Yume and a bunch of others, too. I'm impressed you can pick her out from the crowd. Got pink fucking hair, dude. Pretty easy. Ren and your other friends are there, too, right? You sure you didn't want to tag along? Oh, yes, I think this is for the best that I didn't. My position, I would have needed bodyguards if I had gone, unfortunately. That message we received made me want to remain here that much more. Gotcha. Wish we knew who even sent the damn thing. Especially since they mentioned the Genesis, one we don't have at that. All we have to go on is the name C. The name has been assumed by 2 people who made themselves known in the Empire in recent years. I do not believe either would be the one who sent that message, however. Original was a terrorist responsible for triggering the Civil War over there. Then someone else used it after that. That is correct, but bear in mind that both of those matters are considered resolved. We have no reason to believe they would take up the name again. That being said, I'm certain the alias must have been chosen through careful deliberation. Yeah, now it's just a matter of figuring out if they're trying to help us or mess with us. It's not like we have much to go on. We can't even say for sure it's someone whose name starts with... True, it could be anyone. Melchior's still at large, so hell, can't even write him off. Oh, there's Agnes's dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 a.m., which means that the time has come. President Gramhart has arrived to make his speech.
Oh, there's Renee, too.
To the people of Edith, as well as everyone who lives in this great nation, I wish to thank you for gathering here today. I am Roy Gramhart. On this very day, 108 years ago, in the year 1100 of the Septian calendar,
Is Carmen Sandiego in the audience?
Our ancestors made a choice, a truly remarkable choice.
I'm gonna pause it for 1 second. Hey, Rogue Pierogi, can I ask you a question? Did you get pre-roll ads when you loaded the stream? Flashes the stream. No? Great. Then my ad changes worked.
They chose to embrace equality,
Fantastic.
freedom, and love. They chose to stand against discrimination based on class and race. They chose to walk the long road ahead of them to build a utopia of peace. And that long winding road was the Calvardian Democratic Revolution, which changed the face of our country and the whole world forever. As both a fellow Calvardian and your 23rd president, I am forever grateful to the goddess above for the honor, the deep, profound honor, to be able to walk this road with you now.
Oh, I see Maxim.
However, though I would love to proclaim this as a day of celebration alone, I, alas, cannot. For as we all know, our brothers and sisters from Cray Village were taken from us at the hands of cowardly terrorists. The people of Cray shared our ideals and dreams. We walked the same path hand in hand, but they were cruelly ripped from our grasp. Despite this great loss, we moved forward, and all of you cooperated with the recent emergency declaration. Thanks in no small part to your assistance, we were able to eliminate the criminal organization that was responsible for this heinous act. Though I realize that will never bring back the lives that have been lost. As this country's commander-in-chief, I am deeply ashamed that I let such a tragedy happen under my watch. Let us mourn the people of Cray. I will lead us in prayer. O Adios, Arusha, Heavenly Mother, we pray that you will watch over these lost souls and return them to the Radiant Land.
At this time, the Edith Cathedral Choir will be singing a hymn, followed by a statement from Archbishop Jerome.
Gray sounds like it must have been a truly beautiful place. It was, where a close friend and someone I owe a lot to passed away. Done some filming there in the past. Hard to believe I'll never see that same scenery ever again. As long as we do not forget them, they will continue to live on. Both the people who lived there and the places in which they lived. You're right. Feel the same way, but even if we do forget, they won't be gone forever. Everyone who lives leaves a mark on others and their surroundings that gets passed down whether people are aware of it or not. Think so? Couldn't have put it better myself. Still, your dad's some wordsmith, huh? Almost found myself getting won over by all that stuff he was... Really think so? But I was gonna say, your dad's awesome. Super cool. I feel like I could trust him with anything. Not to mention that face. If he wanted to jump the political ship, I'm sure he could work as an actor in no time flat. Even his voice carries well. Talk about hitting the lottery. Rocksmith fits my image of a politician a lot more, but no one could deny how talented your dad is. Like Aaron said, I could feel myself being roped in by his act. Sorry, I shouldn't have put it. You don't have to apologize. I understand how you feel. He's certainly a man without equal, in a different sense from President Rocksmith. I believe we're about to get another glimpse of just how, too. Morning is at an end, which means it's time for the grand unveiling.
That was a wonderful ceremony. Thank you, Archbishop. And I thank the ladies and gentlemen of the choir as well. The road to success is paved with hardship, and the road this nation has walked has not been without its challenges. Those challenges include our long-standing conflict with the Empire the economic crises of recent years, and even that wretched cult that existed in our country until 10 years prior. And there are challenges that lie ahead, including the terrorism that has infested our nation and the discrimination that is outlawed in our charter. If we glance outside our borders, we will notice that the seeds of war are being planted. And if we look beyond the horizon, we will see that the desertification in the east is creeping westward. Open your eyes. These problems can be ignored no longer. We, as the leading power on the continent, must face them and overcome them. Take the founders of our revolution, for instance. They confronted their challenges head-on and actualized their ambitions. Sheena Dierk, Auguste Alden, Aramis Gainsbourg, and Olga Atkinson surmounted every obstacle that barred their way. And we will do the same. We must stand united as we move into tomorrow as one. But to forge a path ahead, we need not only strength of will, but also strength of arms. That brings me to today's big announcement. We have given our glorious Calvardian military a number of much-needed improvements. Allow me to unveil the future. First, we have our next-generation Shedar tanks. They will replace our antiquated Vasion models. These tanks will leave the ones used in the Empire firmly in the dust. They are twice as fast and equally as durable. The main cannon's raw power measures up to theirs, and they are capable of firing nearly 3 times the distance. Next, we have an entirely new addition to our military. The Ix Alba series of aerial cruisers. They are 120 ards long, which places them between our battleships and mid-sized airships in size. They are equipped with highly advanced weaponry, and their cutting-edge control systems allow them to conduct operations with complete autonomy. Based on our recent field tests, we have concluded that even one of these cruisers can dominate an entire squadron of Imperial airships.
Whoa! Badass!
And last, but certainly not least, I will introduce you to a new class of weaponry.
Aren't those
robots from the Empire?
They may remind you of the Empire's Panzer Soldats that were unleashed upon the world 4 years ago. However, these weapons are far superior, and they are based on an entirely different design philosophy. We call them assault frames. Their control systems utilize Zypha technology, which maximizes their performance and strengthens their output, mobility, and reaction speed. Their potential is limitless. Not even the Empire's latest Panzer Soldat models can compare.
Our military is doing so great.
How wonderful!
Long live the Republic!
We love President Grandhard to Calvary.
It goes without saying that power must always be used responsibly. We've learned that lesson from the Empire's past transgressions. I swear to you today that we will not use our military as an unwieldy instrument of conquest and bloodshed. Instead, it shall serve as a firm, yet flexible tool that can respond to any situation or crises that may arise. It is my belief that the weapons you have seen today will help us build a better road for our future. Thank you all for listening. I believe I have talked for long enough. Glory to the Republic. May the goddess bless us all. Now, go out and enjoy the festival, and spend this joyous day with those you hold dear. Let us make this a celebration to remember.
That was certainly overwhelming. Even if we've already seen the airships and the AFs, yeah. But I didn't expect him to roll them out in such a dramatic fashion, though. He appears to have made full use of all of Marduk's evaluations of them. My first time seeing them, so I'm more than a little blown away right now. Yeah, you weren't with us when we saw some of them in Basel.
This marks the end of the ceremony. Some of the new weaponry revealed will be on display in the Revolution Plaza. Visitors are also reminded that the area around the presidential building will remain closed to the public.
Anyway, now that the big speeches are over, it's time to get on to what we planned. We'll spread through the city while checking for 4 SPGs on the bulletin board. Good. We'll also be keeping an eye out for any signs of the 7th Genesis, even if we shouldn't dedicate too much of our energy to that. Yeah, there's still a chance that the message was a prank, but better safe than sorry. Wish my affairs hadn't ended up casting such a shadow over what should be a happy day. Oh, come on, you're being silly. Tell me about it. I'd be more nervous not being in the loop with what's going on at this point. We want to be involved. Besides, I'm all for everyone enjoying the festival. Only me and one other person need to actively patrol. Just if you notice something out of the ordinary, anything at all, you let us know. That's vital. Understood. We'll be on the lookout. My nose might not be as good as yours, but there's no way I'd miss trouble brewing. Understood. I'll always be available to switch in if I'm needed. Same can be said for me. Should you need a hand, I'll always be here. Appreciate it. We're gonna take Aaron with us. Looks like Victor's back already. Paulette and Yume must be still out enjoying the festival. Wonder if that loser race car driver is with them too. Sure feels like sparks are flying at the party. Kinda mixed feelings about that, but I guess it ain't my call to make. Alright, then let's get to work. More like time to play till we drop. Okay, I'm gonna save here. And hit the button to delay the ads until after the stream. And I'm going to call it here. I will be back around 2 p.m. Eastern Time with more Trails Through Daybreak. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. I appreciate it as always. Have a lovely lunch break. It's been about an hour. Bye-bye.